Water.
Earth.
Fire.
Air.
The false Avatar Yun and his destructive campaign of revenge is at an end, brought down by the true Avatar Kyoshi. But the delay in locating and training her, as well as the disastrous actions of Earth Sage Jianzhu, have left the Earth Kingdom weak and vulnerable. Bandit groups known as Dao Fei vie for power and territory, and even the citizens behind the walls of Ba Sing Se are not safe. Remnants of the Fifth Nation, a southern water tribe pirate group, and the Yellownecks, a particularly brutal outlaw organisation, still linger in the shadows, waiting for the opportunity to strike. With the Earth Kingdom in disarray and Kyoshi needing competent allies to help restore balance, who will answer the call?
G'day, I'm Brandon. I'm playing Keeko Moo, Waterbender from the Southern Water Tribe, and I'm just looking for a good time.
Hello, my name's Andrew. I'm playing Jedd, the disgraced Airbender.
Hello, my name is Archie. I play Ted, the Airbender. I'm traveling with my brother Jedd to assist Kyoshi in her fight.
Hi, I'm Bree, and I'm playing Lilly Hannah from the Earth Kingdom, and she is a small child who gets in trouble.
Hi, I'm Dragon. I'm playing the character Tilla, who is a Sandbender from the Earth Nation.
And I'm Owen, the Dungeon Master of our Avatar Legends campaign, The Legacy of Kyoshi, which starts right now. Hello there, lovely listener. This is just a warning to let you know that this episode of The Legacy of Kyoshi may contain adult language or adult themes. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello! Welcome back, everybody. There's Andrew. Welcome back, everybody. So we know that Archie has the brain cell tonight. Welcome back, everybody. It is wonderful to see all of your gorgeous faces once again. We are here. We are playing Avatar Legends, our premier homebrew campaign, The Legacy of Kyoshi. We are raring to go. We have one apology for tonight. Dragon, unfortunately, is not able to make it. She has a pretty good excuse, though. It is her birthday tonight.
I don't know.
And it sounds like she's off doing stuff for her birthday. I mean, I just want to say a pretty poor excuse, but happy birthday, Dragon. But also, like, I want to see some better commitment. This is on your KPIs for the rest of the year.
She literally agreed to Tuesdays, and then
She did.
Did one Tuesday.
and just happens to get it was a birthday on a Tuesday in the year 2025. Doubt it.
It's true. That's very true. That's a happy birthday, Dragon. You will get your birthday inspiration next session. We are sorry that you're not here tonight, though. We have rejoining us after a Christmas break and New Year's break, Brandon and Andrew. Welcome back.
oh hey,
Nice to be back.
Good to have you guys back.
I was a bit
I've
lazy.
got a solid recap to get you back in, both of you, because you've missed. Brandon's missed one session. Andrew, you've missed two. Yeah, two.
Too many.
Yeah, so I've got a solid recap to get you guys back up to speed, so you don't have to worry too much. I won't leave you in the lurch. In terms of other fun announcements to share, by the time you're watching this, Aloft is so good. Episodes are up on YouTube now. I'm really enjoying it. I thoroughly recommend you check it out. It's like a cozy survival crafting exploration game. The gameplay reminds me a lot of like Valheim, a little bit of Pal World with the crafting, maybe a bit of Survival Evolved, but much more chill and a lot less grindy from what I've experienced so far. And the world building, I was trying to sum this up, and the best comparison I can think of is Wind Waker crossed with Skyward Sword. That's how it feels. It feels like Wind Waker and Skyward Sword kind of combined together. I'm having so much fun playing it. I've recorded a whole bunch of episodes they'll be dropping on YouTube. The first episode should be out. The second episode might be as well. I'm kind of tying it with Firewatch as well, which I'd already recorded and had ready to go. And I realized I probably should post at some point because it's just been sitting in YouTube Studio doing nothing. So those will be coming out kind of staggered for a bit until Firewatch is done. So loads of new content coming out for you guys. It is also multiplayer Aloft, up to 7 people. I would love to get a group together to start exploring, and your home base that you create, a flying skyship, you can bring that into other worlds with you. Where you go, it goes too. So like when you do the multiplayer stuff, you can bring in everyone's airships all in the one place. I know. I'm so excited. I think that'd be a really fun one for the stream team to play together. It's a bit Raft. It's a bit of Raft too. That's the other game I was thinking of. Bit of Raft as well. Kind of got a bit of Raft vibes with the survival element of it. It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. And yeah, so definitely make sure you check it out. If you like that sort of stuff, let me know in the comments. I'll be smashing that out anyway, but let me know and I'll do loads more of it. And the building's really fun too, so I might focus on doing some like really nice, pretty building designs and things like that for fun. In terms of other fun news to share, Curse of Strahd the artwork for the 2 new characters will be coming up on the Discord very shortly. Special preview for the Discord viewers and for our YouTube members as well. Make sure if you are wanting to see that artwork nice and early before the stream, if you watch Curse of Strahd as well, check it out on the Discord, or if you're a YouTube member, you'll be seeing it even earlier. I'll be posting it as a YouTube member only post, so stay tuned for that. I've got both artworks finished now. Absolutely had to smash them out very quickly. Our next session is going to be on Australia Day, which is next Monday. We're continuing on regardless, so the session will be on next Monday regardless. Any other fun news to share, anybody, before we do the recap?
Onyx Storm came out today for anyone who reads Romantasy and Fourth Wing. It's the 3rd installment, and I've been reading it literally all day at work.
Wait a second, Ali, are you reading Onyx Storm?
Yeah. She's reading Onyx Storm. Yeah.
Dropped at midnight last night for people who use Kindle. It is amazing so far. I have not been able to put it down.
She's
if anyone sends any spoilers in the chat, I will ban you on site.
What chapter are you up to? Because Ali is currently racing her sister through chapters, and she found out her sister's beating her, and there was a big deal.
Wait, where's she up to?
Ali, I heard in the distance, like, I'm up to chapter 17.
Oh, babe. 17 is hilarious. I'm up to 29.
Oh, get wrecked. Sorry, get 29, you got a bait. Sorry, that's cute.
My friend is already up to chapter 51. She's literally been reading it since midnight last night. I think she slept maybe a couple of hours.
How many pages is this book?
Shit. Ali just was
700-ish.
Like, what the fuck?
Every time we get to a certain chapter that we really need to talk about, we will send a voice note and accompany that voice note just with a message that says, do not open until
before
after chapter blank.
Yeah, fair.
There's the Christmas trees. There's the door. There's so many different. Look,
Oh, you know more.
I did not expect to be opening this can of worms before we started with the simple, innocuous question, does anyone have any other news to share?
Onyx Storm. If you haven't read Fourth Wing, recommend it. Great series, but the 3rd book just came out, and she's not going to be releasing the 4th book for potentially 2 years from now, and there is going to be a cliffhanger, so good luck with that.
Boom. And to get us back on track, Brune Brassax has redeemed an achievement on Twitch with points. This is a great achievement, Brune. Solid effort. Find something valuable that is too good to be true to give to an unlikely ally. I like that. I am going to copy that and add it to your list of achievements that you can achieve. When you do achieve achievements, you get extra special rewards. Let me put that.
Has this always been a rule?
We're
Yes.
meant to be achievement hunting? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
No one ever told me there was Xbox Live.
Yeah.
Side quest?
There are, so not only are there achievements that the community can summon, I also, at the beginning of each campaign now, create 5 hidden achievements for you. And so far you
I
have...
hate hidden achievements. Is there an achievement guide that we can get access to?
When are you going to tell me?
When you revealed your first achievement, or when someone summoned one in the community and I read it out to you. So the ones that are summoned in the
Can I
community,
just-
you do know, you get to hear.
But no one's ever told us that there is
Okay.
achievements.
Yeah, I mentioned it when I mentioned the shadow points. No, I made
Nah.
it. I did a whole.
Nah,
Do
we've
not
been
make
doing
me
this
cut
like
back to an
10
earlier
years.
episode.
We did
It's
not
like
do
10
anything
years, we've
about
never had
this.
achievements.
I
We've never
absolutely.
talked about it on Avatar.
It's only since Kyoshi, and I went through it the very first. I'm pretty sure in the episodes in session 0, I'm pretty certain I mentioned all of the new
Roll
point
it back.
things that you could. I already did this in Curse of Strahd. In Curse of Strahd last night, when I edited
Roll
it this
the
morning,
tape.
there is a roll the tape
We don't
moment where I
work for
roll back to
D&D
Tom,
stuff.
and you see Tom say exactly what I said he'd said. I will do it.
Do it.
This moment in this recording here, when you upload to YouTube, I want you to put a replay back if you did give us a heads up about achievements, black and white, and be like, slow motion.
And if
We
you
have
don't add it,
achievements.
if you don't add it, then we're right.
All right, I'll make a note.
So if you're too lazy or can't be bothered to do
If
it,
one of us is
we're
missing-
automatically right.
I've got a huge day tomorrow. This will delay the episode coming out. So if you're watching this late on YouTube or listening to this late on the podcast, I want it on record that it is Archie's fault. Only
Fine by me.
Archie's.
Fine by me.
Alrighty, let's do our recap.
Until then, I'm going to get up, down, left, right, BA, so like start.
Fantastic.
If we
And
all
he's-
click start and our controls at the same time, we get a hidden achievement.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, let's do our recap. Let's jump into the session without any further ado. And it is a solid recap to catch up our two I was going to say late players.
Losers.
A little bit late. Yeah, losers is good. We'll take that. It's been 3 years since the false avatar Yun has been struck down, and the world now knows the name of the true avatar. Kyoshi. With the Earth Kingdom weak and vulnerable, Kyoshi and her partner Rangi have moved out to the Akoya Peninsula, sending out a message to each of the 4 nations. Come and help the Avatar build a better future. Answering the call are brothers Ted and Jedd of the Air Nation, Keeko of the Southern Water Tribe, Lilly from Ba Sing Se, and Tilla of the Siwong Oasis. Having joined forces with some pirate hunters and Avatar Kyoshi, the group have launched an assault on the Yellowneck Bandits and the Fifth Nation pirates, meeting on Little Island. After a number of the gang infiltrated the Fifth Nation and began to sow seeds of discord between the pirates and the bandits, the rest stuck to the shadows. Unfortunately, Ted accidentally revealed himself to the entire camp when he attempted to use some airbending to mess with his brother Jedd once again, forcing him to retreat to the nearby Southern Air Temple. Back at camp, the Yellownecks and Fifth Nation were at each other's necks, trust now shattered in the confusion of the sudden appearance of an airbender in their ranks. King used this opportunity to call out Jedd as an airbender and Tilla as a sheriff, calling upon Jedd to remove his gloves to show his tattoos and the pirates to search Tilla for her badge. With the whole situation starting to fall apart, a sudden green blur dropped from the sky and landed on the beach. As the blue glow flashed behind her eyes, Avatar Kyoshi called out for the bandits and pirates to stand down or face the wrath of the Avatar. While many of the pirates did flee before the wrath of the Avatar, Admiral Kong acted almost instantly, bending a vortex of glass around Kyoshi and trapping her within. With the beach now a battleground, Lilly rushed aboard the Fire Nation ship and secured some vials of blasting jelly, using a fuse to set the large barrels on a countdown to annihilation, before making a hasty retreat from the boat. Meanwhile, the rest of the party fought off the pirates and Yellownecks, managing to free Kyoshi from the whirlwind of glass and regroup on a small bluff overlooking the beach. Not a moment too soon. As the countdown reached 0, the blasting jelly on the Fire Nation ship exploding into an enormous fireball, covering a large portion of the beach and knocking all nearby to the ground. With the explosion almost wiping out the remaining pirates and severely injuring King, Kong, and Crake, the fight only lasted a few moments longer. The Avatar decapitated the captain of the Fifth Nation, and King fell to his injuries sustained by shrapnel from the ship. Managing to talk Kyoshi down from executing Crake, the team picked through the remains of the campsite, reuniting with the pirate hunters and slowly starting to realize the scope of the damage they had inflicted. Keeko quickly realized he had not seen his friend Sonark since combat broke out and began to search the beach for him. Assisted by Tilla and Koz, Keeko followed tracks in the sand which eventually led them to Sonark, still bound but safely hiding out away from the beach, having escaped in the chaos. Over with the Airbenders, Ted was rebuked by Lishi and Numel, furious at being used by him and promising to report the violence he and his friends had unleashed to his master Sean. Lilly, meanwhile, spotted a familiar figure, the assassin Tomiko, up on the cliff tops. Following her, Lilly met with Laoge and was part chastised, part trained, praised for her quick thinking with the blasting jelly. A future with the assassins now on the cards for Lilly, she made her way back down to rejoin the group. While Tilla spent some time talking with Sonark and providing some comforting words, Keeko, Kyoshi, Koz, and Kyu, wow, that's a lot of Ks, began to search the pirates and bandits for evidence they could use back at the Water Tribe to collect their bounties, burying the bodies once they were done. Lilly and Yara decided to head inland and try and recover their boats, encountering a group of bandits being wrecked by an airbender dressed in dark robes and wielding a kite resembling the wings of a bat. The mysterious figure quickly departed, leaving the unconscious bandits ready to be turned in for their bounty, and Lilly and Yara with an unbelievable story for the rest of the group. As night began to fall, the team set up tents away from the ruined beach and prepared for a restless night. And that is where we left off last session. As the sun begins to set over the water, orange glow reflecting off the very calm, very tranquil seas around this archipelago of islands in the southern, I can see Brandon nodding, the Southern Air Nation.
Yeah.
At this point, Tilla has been working to set up some of the tents. I believe Ted and Jedd, you were assisting with the tents as well? I think more Ted, yeah. Ted was assisting. Both of you. Sorry, both of you were assisting with the tents.
I'm doing what?
Yeah, so Jedd, you had a bit of a catch up with Ted. Ted actually renounced his. He kind of confided in you about what had happened with the Airbenders and renounced his connection to the Southern Air Temple, removing his robes and throwing them onto the still burning embers of the campfire. Jedd, yeah?
Does that mean he told me that he sort of dogpiled me onto like a school bus?
No, he left that bit out, don't worry.
Okay, cool.
He left that bit out.
You didn't ask. So you guys are both exiles now?
So you've gathered up his robes. You've got them in your pack, his airbender robes. But at the moment, Ted is currently wearing some I think it's a scavenged pirate cloak that Keeko found for him. Yep. It's not as good as yours, Keeko, don't worry.
That's cool. That's right.
It's not as good. It's not quite as good.
I wasn't allowed to
He'll get there. He'll get there.
Yeah, and that's what you. That's where we said. That's where we left off last session. All of you took a growth. Would you like to take us through what you got as your benefit? If you know.
I'm happy to take you through.
Wasn't even here, and he's already got it all sorted.
Well,
I know. That's what I was. I'm just very like prepared. You know, this is the 2025 me. Very prepared at all times. I picked up refresh. Is what I picked up.
There's a playbook move from another playbook. It sounds like.
Yeah, playbook move. It's a waterbender move.
Ooh.
But it is apply water to reinvigorate and close wounds on a willing target. Mark 1 fatigue to heal an ally in reach who was evading observing. Clear an appropriate status for them and clear 3 fatigue or 2 conditions.
So you've taken a combat maneuver, is what it sounds like.
Wait, is that not right?
Task failed.
Not one of the
Failed
options.
unsuccessfully.
Not one of the options that is available as part of growth combat maneuvers. Normally, it is not one of the options.
This is what we were talking about when Owen was like, well, "You've been doing this for years. How do you guys not know how to do this yet?"
So if you have a look at your character growth down the bottom, you'll notice
that. That's what I was thinking of choosing.
Yeah,
And
so
I'm glad you pointed that out.
So if
to
you have a
me,
look
because
at
I didn't
down at the
choose
character
that.
growth section on your playbook, you'll notice that the growth advancements you have available to you, and I know for a fact you've not done one of these properly because you've only ticked off one. You can take a new move from your playbook, take a new move from another playbook, raise a stat by 1.
That's what you're talking about. I thought you were talking about something else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
sure.
no, it's easy to
We'll
get
come.
confused.
We'll come back to Brandon, which means you must have taken. You must have taken a plus
second
1.
here.
You must have taken a plus 1 in one of your other.
I
one of your
did,
other
yeah,
growths.
but that was another time. But this time it's different. Obviously.
Okay. Cool.
Give me a second.
Bree, I am sure that you are prepared.
Yeah.
You little fucking nerd. What have you got for us?
So I took a new move from another playbook. I took Call from Afar. When you reach out in mind or spirit to a faraway NPC, such as Tomoko or Squiggly Boy, mark 1 fatigue and roll with harmony. On a hit, your message gets through to them. Choose 1. On a 10+, it's loud and clear. Choose 2. So you can cry for help so they hear you and rush to your location. Whisper a question to them and they whisper one back. Send a premonition of danger that is seeking them so they can arm themselves and prepare to face the worst. Or you let them see something that you see and they can return memories and knowledge of that sight, which I think the Squiggly Boy would be very powerful.
I was going to say, these sound very
the cry
spirit-based.
for help or the whisper for question I could use potentially for Tomoko if that's like an allowable thing.
If Tomoko and Laoge are shadowing you or nearby, or one of their network is nearby, I would say
that's kind of
would
what I'm
work with the
hoping for. I'm
network.
kind of hoping for a way to be able to get assistance from the assassins if we need it. On a miss, though, your reach extends beyond your original aim and you've attracted dangerous attention.
Excellent. I love this playbook move. This is fun.
Yeah.
I get to have fun no matter what you do.
Make it better. I have a -1 to harmony. So
Awesome.
I'm, potentially going to screw this up a few times before I get a good one. But
Wunderbar.
we'll see.
Wunderbar, Lilly. Wunderbar.
I think it would just be really, really interesting, hopefully, with future interactions with Squiggly Boy, at least.
It's occurred to me that if you were to try and reach out to a spirit with squiggles and tentacles and you got it wrong, that I could have some fun with that.
Yeah. If I missed, you could really screw us over with that.
There's another
only a
spirit
squiggly boy.
trying to think of another spirit. I
Yeah.
can't quite remember,
Yes, there
but
is
he
another
also
Squiggly
has
Boy
some
out
kind
there
of like,
somewhere.
I don't think so. He's not real.
At the moment, though, he's preoccupied.
he's sealed away as far as you're aware. Very nice.
far as we're
Why are you
aware.
looking in the Warhammer guide? That's not going to help you here, Andrew.
This is me hiding behind so I don't have to face the consequences of anything that happens.
Here's the consequences. What's your level up? What'd you take as your growth?
I actually have mine prepared. I'm a people person.
Oh, you've taken the move people person from which playbook is that from? It's from not the Hammer.
It's from my own.
It's from your own.
It's from the Razor, which really doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any sense.
So I roll with focus on a 7 to 9. I get 1. 10+ get 2. I can ask following questions. Are you lying right now? What are you most afraid of? How are you vulnerable to me right now? That to me, yep.
That seems inappropriate.
Yeah. How can I get you to mark a condition?
That's a weird one.
Yeah. I think it's not like I'm asking the DM, not them actually, but on a miss, you can't get a good read on them, and I'm marking condition of frustration.
That's fair.
I like it. High reward, moderate risk. I like it a lot. Archie,
I feel like mine's a lot more risk than yours.
way more risk, but also way more reward potentially.
I also have a +3 to focus.
What's going on? How you doing? Good?
Yeah, I'm good. How would you like to take us through the...
Can I actually, I'm going to derail just for a second. I know calling it out doesn't count. But
No, it does.
I just downloaded the whole transcript from session 0 of Kyoshi and then searched the script. And if you have a look in our Facebook thing, no achievement is in the transcript at all. So I guess
That is
you're
auto-generated transcripts, though. You got to keep in mind.
yeah, but it's pretty good. It's pretty spot
Also,
on.
achievement is pretty unique.
Yeah. You said you're talking about achievements, not there. Anyway, I took the building bridges move from Foundlings. When you try and become an immediate conflict between two NPCs, remind them what they have in common and roll with harmony, which is 0. On a hit, they come to terms for now. They won't pursue their conflict until an outside influence reignites it or time passes.
Pause for dramatic effect.
The G looked weird. A day or more. On a 10+, you have a real opportunity to get them to put aside their conflict for good. The GM will tell you what you must do. On a miss, you inadvertently highlight their differences and fan the conflict. You cannot use this move on them again.
Fantastic.
Can you purposely miss so you just fan the conflict?
Just to fuck things up. I guess you could, yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon. He's taking a mouthful of food. Perfect time to ask him a question.
He's a hungry boy.
Yeah.
What'd you take as your growth? What'd you take as your growth?
No. I chose.
I know you're a growing boy and you're feeding yourself right now, but we need your growth for Keeko in this moment.
Okay, but I chose walk this way. when you
Completely necessary.
Thank you. I had to. When you make over, disguise, and/or coach your friends to fit in a specific crowd appropriate to one of your backgrounds, roll with creativity. On a 10+, the performance is flawless. You gain access to wherever you wanted to fit in while attracting a little suspicion. 7 to 9, you fool nearly everyone. There's only a single gatekeeper who asks any question or stands in your way. On a miss, the only way to get access you decide is for one of your friends to take an uncomfortable, dangerous, or attention-grabbing.
Ooh, one of your friends as well. So the downside doesn't even affect you. It affects one of your friends. I quite
Exactly,
like that.
yeah. I still throw someone else under the bus.
That is excellent.
It's very Keeko.
It's very Keeko. Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing these new moves in action. Dragon hasn't picked one yet, as far as I can see. So we will get Dragon to say hers for Tilla when we see her next. Slacken when we see her next.
I don't think you can talk.
What do you want about?
How many sessions you missed recently, friend?
Friendo. She's dropping the friend bomb.
Hey,
you know you're fucked.
buddy.
When you hear an Australian refer to someone as friend, it's game over. It's game over. The only appropriate way to address your friends in Australian slang is cunt. So let's do our let's jump straight back in as the sun sets. Orange light reflecting off the still waters.
Shit.
As you
I was
begin.
thinking before, I'm like, it's setting, isn't it? It's not rising.
Damn it. Forgot about this guy.
As you begin to
Wait, it's been a
settle
whole day.
down.
Holy shit.
As you begin to settle down in your tents that you've hastily constructed, a little bit of ways back from the beach. Tilla at this point is still working on clearing the beach, using her sand bending to push the, I'm going to go with debris, into the ocean. What's left over. To Archie, what's up? You seem very excited. Debris. As fuck you know.
It's debris.
Debris.
It's gonna be an unhinged session tonight. I can already tell. It's going to be fun to edit. As Tilla sandbends the debris off the beach, the flotsam, jetsam, and body parts off the beach and into the waters around the edge of Little Island. As the rest of you begin setting up tents, Keeko, you can see Sonak is working to set up the remainder of the tents that I think it was Lilly had located. Lilly and Tilla located some of the tents that were set up near the edge of the entrance into the cavern network. There were some barrels there with food, water, and some supplies that hadn't been yet set up. You guys all of this went down as the Yellownecks were arriving. They hadn't had time to set up their camps or anything like that, so all their supplies are still here. What hadn't been removed from the boats is still here. Obviously, the main things that you were sent here to get, the crates of crab squid oil, food, and hides and fur, at this point, this is more for Brandon and for Andrew, Jedd and Keeko, there was a conversation about where those might be and the sudden realization that they would have been on the boats that sank. They're probably at the bottom of the ocean. Keeko, you had offered to do a bit of a dive in the morning when the sun was up to have a bit of a look around with the assistance of possibly Ted and have a bit of a look and see if you could find them on the seafloor.
You're mostly going to be looking for the crab squid ink because we think it may have been in like glass bottles of some kind and packaged in a way that they hopefully haven't been destroyed. But we're just going to go back to the Water Nation and buy food, supplies.
The plan is to basically turn in the bounties and get the pelts, hides, and food from the Southern Water Tribe by just trading it. Like, hey, here are some people we murdered. Here you go. Yeah,
because we have a ton of bounties now. For Andrew, 2 of the bounties of the 3 that we stole are on the beach as well.
Cool. Question.
Cool.
About the Southern Water Tribe. Weren't we chased out of there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, just wanted to bring that back up again in case anyone had forgotten.
Chased?
In regards to getting bounties and being allowed back.
I did.
We weren't really chased. We were just like escaped.
No. We were chased as they were trying to get at someone's bounty, as I remember.
Yeah.
Sonak now, so it's different.
Yeah. So what? Are we just gonna hand Sonak over to his dad and be like, "Here you go. Here's your son back."
Well, you did want to see his son, I guess. He was a bit angry.
I think maybe dead though.
It makes a lot of sense that you would be having this conversation right now as your characters, because you've all kind of been doing things near each other, but not as a group. This is the first time you've all come together as a group, as you prepare food, go through the supplies the bandits had. I mean, they had some really nice food. As you're going through the supplies, the crates that they've got, it's not just sort of like ship food, preserved biscuits and things like that. Like, there's also some salted meats, some preserved, almost what looks like a kind of smoked and preserved derivative of some sort of like chicken pig, possibly like a prosciutto that is ready to be sliced up and enjoyed. There are cheeses that have been wrapped in soaked cloth. They were eating well. You suspect these probably belong more to the Fifth Nation. Admiral Korn, Keeko, is a bit of a hard taskmaster and likes to be well fed and prefers finer foods. You suspect this could be part of the Fifth Nation supplies. But yeah, sure enough, like there's a lot of food here that you can enjoy.
Some nice wines to go with it.
Yes, yeah, for sure. Wines and some ales as well. Some very light beers. Very Japanese lager reminiscence. These have probably been stolen from the Southern Water Tribe, so I'm going to say that seaweed was used in their brewing. So have a very like nice umami kind of flavor. If you've never had seaweed beer before, fucking have it. It's awesome. It's really good.
It's pretty good.
It's really good. It's really good.
Yeah. Can confirm.
Four Pines did one in Australia like a couple of months ago. It was really good.
I had no idea that existed. What? Why are you laughing so hard?
As the sun drops lower on the horizon, you watch
Have we thought about what we're gonna ask the squiggly dude?
Yes.
As our favor?
We're just seeing the sunset go down.
Okay, guys, huddle up. I need to say this before the sun sets and he arrives.
Frozen puddle of milk.
Okay.
What the fuck?
No!
Did you say a frozen puddle of milk?
Yeah, in my inventory and belongings, it says frozen puddle of milk, and I don't remember where.
And then it says 4 gold underneath that. So.
Okay, normally I remember that kind of shit. Are you sure you haven't just entered your own shit into this?
I don't think so. It's not. I don't think I'm writing my shopping list on the inventory.
So it
and
is
the
not. It is something that would normally appear on your shopping list.
Yeah, but I'm not writing it on here.
You don't know that.
This raises more questions. But anyway, Andrew, what are you saying?
It was for an achievement.
You haven't achieved it yet.
I think
What about-
just ask Squiggly Boy just not to harm any people. Like
You
that's
already made
all
that
we ask
promise.
No,
Yeah.
I think we ask him for a galleon.
for. Why?
We
Like a
ask him for
coin?
A big ship. No, not
Why?
a coin. A big
Why do
ship.
we need a big ship?
One
Why do we
gold
need a big ship?
piece.
Well, wouldn't it be cool to have a big ship? We
Who's
could
gonna
all
man that
take
ship?
These
Okay.
supplies.
Another issue I can
Me?
see with that,
I
right?
can man the ship. Look at
How do you think
Pirate.
he's going to get that for us? He's going to go find
no.
someone with a big ship, kill all of them, and then bring the ship back to us.
Damn it,
He's
Bree,
not just
you're
going to
no
be able to
fun.
create one out of nothing.
I was looking forward to
but
describing
you're saying-
Keeko's
No.
excitement as he watches this enormous
Yes.
Fire Nation galleon like
No.
sail into the bay. And Keeko
The
runs
other
on
option
board,
is
and then there's all this
just run
pile of
out to
ash, and
from-
Keiko's like,
From the bottom of
You're saying it like it's a bad thing.
the ocean. Or he just
He just
don't
hands
know
us a
what.
deed title to a ship that has been sunk. Like,
Yeah, like there's so many ways around that.
he's not a
just-
gin.
Loopholes,
He's not a gin.
loopholes.
Well, is he though?
Maybe
Who knows?
he's gotten a good deal on ships. He knows a person who owns a shipyard. He got us a really good deal.
There's like three
From-
songs
You have a
out
ship.
there that it can just put on land.
from what I know with bargaining, I don't care if it's
Yes.
spirits, gin, anything like that. You have to be very, very specific that there is no loopholes in what they can potentially give you, which is why we haven't yet asked our favor, because we haven't had time to think about the ways that they could all go wrong
How could
and
it go
thought of
wrong,
something that
Bree?
is worthy of using his favor.
What if we just
Like
ask
a
them to
galleon.
help the Avatar in bringing balance between the spirit world and the human world?
The Avatar already wants to banish him.
This way, they won't have to happen, and we have Squiggly Boy around for a lot longer.
What's gonna stop her?
Squiggly Boy. Have you seen him? He's got so many squiggles.
I'm going to add at this point,
At a crossroads.
you're not alone at this campsite. I'm assuming you've gone off a little bit together.
We huddled.
You've huddled, exactly. I've assumed you've gone off a
Hey,
little bit
Kyoshi.
together. But Yara, Kyu, and Ko's are there. Kyoshi's there.
Oh.
Sonak's there. There's also, I think, was it 3 bandits? 4 Fifth Nation pirates. Currently tied up. Still unconscious, but still there. Just piled up in the corner.
Wait, question. Are those three very important to us? If
I
not, we
don't
can
know.
use them as sacrifices to...
No! Stop trying to sacrifice people. That's my
bargaining
thing.
chips.
Yeah! Like, we'll give you 3 souls.
He's
I
gone
don't
off
think
his
he
rogue.
deals in
He's rogue
souls.
now.
I was always rogue.
I know, Jed's throwing his robes off.
As
Sorry, wrong line.
Kyoshi
You're
sees
always
the sun
described.
setting and sees you all huddling, you watch as she kind of looks at you lot all
She knows.
snuggled
She
around, looks at
knows.
the sunset, and then wanders over to you as her large booted feet just like slam down on the rocks next to you as she stands above you looking down at all of you kind of huddled together on the grass, because Lily's obviously not that tall, so you guys have to sort of crouch down a bit to keep the huddle
Hey!
at Lily's
We're
height.
deciding what to do with this frozen puddle of milk.
Also, Kyoshi's like 6'3". Yeah, you say that frozen puddle of milk. You watch as Kyoshi cocks her head, looks down at the lot of you, gives you a withering glare. Jedd goes, "Really? Really?"
No, seriously, like, Ted has this frozen puddle of milk. We don't know how it got here.
Crazy.
Oh my
We're on
God,
the
it's still
beach right
frozen.
now. Can you believe that? On the beach? It's hot.
I'm gonna change it to melted puddle of milk.
You just got a
Anyway,
bucket full of milk.
How are you doing, Kyoshi? It's been a crazy day. You good? You good?
Yeah,
Kyoshi?
almost died from Admiral Kong's glass. Watched as a ship exploded and took out a whole bunch of people. But then I got to decapitate Kong, which felt pretty good. So I'm okay. And now we get to talk about what's going to happen with this spirit.
What?
Ah,
You know, the one that
That's
appears at
crazy.
sunset. We need to have a conversation about this. You promised that we would once this was dealt with. Well, guess what? It's fucking dealt with.
What?
Okay. Well, we're
Yeah.
thinking about the boon that we're promised from the spirit.
Okay, you say boon is more like a favor.
Well,
a boon, a favor, yin and yang. What do you think we should have, Kyoshi? If you were going to wish for anything that's not a wish, but a favor. Very different.
There is
That
only
can't
one
go.
thing
What
you
would
should.
you favor for?
There is only one thing you should ask of this spirit, and it's for that to return to the Fey Wilds, to the Spirit Wilds.
Oh, that's a
He
good one.
can't,
That's a
he
good
can't
one.
return because he was never there to begin with.
Yeah, so that goes against
Yeah.
his like ideology and his principles, and that's he's not from there.
He was
He's
saying
originally
like, he was-
of this world.
Exactly. He was saying he was originally from there, so that
He's
probably
a
won't
spirit.
work. I was thinking
He's
a
from the
galleon
Spirit
would be
Wilds.
good. A galleon.
No,
Yeah, one gold coin.
You cannot ask for anything physical. You cannot ask for something from this spirit. It will be a poison chalice that you receive. You will be.
Kyoshi,
Yes, Lily.
you're pretty familiar with this whole spirit thing, yeah? Like the
Yeah.
whole
One of my
Bridge between
best
the
friends.
worlds
One of my
and-
best friends in the world was corrupted and taken over by a spirit, and I was forced to kill him to remove it. Yes, I'm familiar with spirits.
That's rough,
I thought
buddy.
she was going to say one of my
Um,
best friends is a spirit, and this is like her way of being racist. Just like,
No. Two
So-
years ago, Kyoshi had to kill her best friend who had been corrupted by a spirit called Father Glowworm. That is why no one will approach Avatar Manor. The ruins
Yeah.
over at the Akoya Peninsula. You guys know part of this story already. Kyoshi's kind of laying it out pretty straight away. Yeah, after I watched him kill a master now turned enemy and a bunch of other people in a violent rage, after he tried to kill Rangi's mother, I was forced to put him down to save the people that I love, the person that I love. So no, I don't trust spirits, and neither should you.
What did we tell the spirit about our connection to Kyoshi? Does anybody remember?
You didn't.
Because he brought up the Avatar, but he had not great feelings towards her from memory, and I'm pretty sure we tried to say that we had nothing to
He
do with her.
actually
We
called
didn't
the
know
avatar. He called the avatar him, not her.
her. Because he's been trapped for a long time.
yeah. I think we'll smooth things over, maybe. I feel like there's something like that. It's like,
Yeah. Because I'm just thinking, like, we could get Kyoshi to have a conversation with the spirit, but I also feel like that puts us in a shit position either way, because Kyoshi's mad and she's going to try to fight the spirit, and the spirit doesn't know that we know Kyoshi. And
I love that Andrew and Archie right now are having like Ted and Jedd fucking mind melding as they frantically type to each other, as they just like look at each other and go like, "Rrrr." Would you like to take us through your little side conversation as Ted and Jedd kind of move over?
No, it's we'll hang tight.
Keiko's enjoying that puddle of milk, everybody. Just watch out. That problem solved itself.
So we do know that the spirit hated airbenders and the avatar. Those are the two things that we didn't like. We sort of got him to stay away from airbenders. We didn't promise anything about the avatar. And seeing that the last interaction he just recently had with the avatar was getting sprung upon and nearly getting attacked, yeah. I don't like this.
I'm trying to think of a way to remove Kyoshi from this situation.
Oh, wait. I'm a people person. What can I do?
Remove the spirit from being near Kyoshi long enough for one of us to speak to it and say, we still haven't decided, can you come back another night? And then that way we can get rid of Kyoshi in the meantime. Not get rid of, but get rid of.
yeah.
Actually, can I try my call from afar?
Yeah, all right.
Oh god. Oh god.
I
God.
love how quickly you decided to use this.
We haven't
Just
healed at all, have
immediately.
we? We haven't like healed or anything, have we?
Oh,
No,
we
not
had
yet. Like you've had like a, it's like a
we had a
semi.
rest.
You've had like we're sort of like having this all kind of happen. You may have a rest.
Yeah, we
We lost
were able to
fatigue since
clear.
we
We were
lost
able to
weight.
clear 3 fatigue,
Oh, sick.
3 fatigue. Holy shit. Can I mark like a condition instead?
and then we were talking about conditions and ways that we may have cleared them. Maybe depending
We
on
did.
which condition you did, you canonically might have cleared one with your conversation with your brother.
Let's talk through what are your conditions at the moment?
Troubled, insecure, and angry.
You did confront your brother and kind of like lay down a bit of a situation. I'd say troubled or angry you could definitely clear with your pick out of those two, because you did like Jedd did sort of take Ted aside and go like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? Yep. Keeko, what are your conditions?
I didn't have any conditions. I had fatigue, so I removed the two fatigue I had.
He's so happy. Look at his little face.
We clean.
He's clean.
Fresh.
He's clean now.
I'm clean.
What would you like to do with your call out, Lilly?
Call out to the deep one.
Cthulhu for target. Cthulhu for target. Cthulhu for target.
Cthulhu answers all.
Yes.
Well,
I wanted
rolled a 5.
Cthulhu for target.
Nurgle accepts all.
Yeah.
Nurgle, I love Papa Nergs.
Bow before your
Rolled a 5 for your harmony. Lilly. Andrew's gonna lose that drink.
I was going to try to call from afar. I don't really know how the call from afar works, because it's like just a far away NPC. But I was going to try Rangi.
Okay, try and like call out to Rangi. How would you?
And then I was going to try to whisper a question to her of like, trying to figure out a way to get Kyoshi to suddenly rush back or something and leave us alone for the sunset.
You pull out a moth from your pocket and whisper into it, then make it fly away.
Yeah. It's like you reach out in mind or spirit.
Lilly.
You like release the Kyoshi signal, and she has to return home. The big signal in the sky.
Yeah,
that's the man-bat signal. You watch as man-bat starts flapping around. Well, don't get too excited, because remember it does fail. You reach out for an entity.
I know.
Try to reach out to Rangi. You might get something else. Lilly,
I know.
you realizing in this moment,
You rolled a. I can't fix it now. Sorry, I just thought I had to.
As you close your eyes, Lilly,
this is going to happen a lot, by the way, guys.
You realize that the only person who can help you right now with Kyoshi is Rangi, her partner, girlfriend. You're not sure what their official title is, but her partner. As you close your eyes and focus, for a moment after that conversation with Laoge and Tomiko, I'm going to say that like during that conversation with Laoge, I'm going to retcon it a little bit. He did a few, these are like acupuncture points on your body, like almost like this sort of rapid chi blocking, but rather than chi blocking, it's almost like he's opened up some aspects of your chi that now allows you to reach out. And as you close your eyes and focus, the world takes on this almost ephemeral blue glow. You see these tiny flames glowing around you, a sea of shadows and mist. And as you reach out trying to find Rangi, you begin to hear the voices overlapping of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people all talking at once. And as your mind is overwhelmed by this sensation, this noise from all of these souls talking all at once, you grab onto the nearest, trying to quieten the rest. But it's not a blue flame. It's a vast, swirling vortex of red and orange fire.
Squiggles.
Falling, coming to a single point. And you hear...
You call, I answer, I come.
And with that, all of you watch as a flash of orange glow from the sunset, a spiral of red flame begins to take form. The fires burning and pooling away. These tendrils of flame linking together to form this spiral around a single orange-yellow eye. Around it, heat wave forms, creating this distortion in the air of rippling, moving shapes. As the eye turns and twists, looking around at each of you, you hear the voice of the sunset spirit.
You called me. Have you thought of your favor?
You watch as Kyoshi immediately pulling like water into her hand, turns and looks at you, Lilly. She watches the sunset spirit turn, look at you and go, "You called me." He watches, she turns and goes, "What the fuck, Lilly?"
Thought you were going to say Frank Walker National Tiles.
A joke NPC.
I
You hear
step
like,
forward.
"Frank Walker from National Tiles. Why are you reaching out in my mind? I just want to tile the Earth King's palace." That's an Australian joke for 90s Australians. Australians born in the 90s. Although I think
Still on the radio.
I was going to say
radio, yeah.
you do
He's still
occasionally.
going. He's
He
still
can't. He
going.
can't afford the TV slots anymore. I don't know if you've noticed because it used to be a TV ad too.
Yeah, it used to be on TV.
I think inflation might have caught up with Frank Walker. For context. No context.
Just leave it.
No context.
Cool.
I'll figure it out.
Jedd will step forward.
Yep. You watch as the eye spins and turns towards you, Jedd, focusing the flames spinning around.
You have thought of your favor. I am keen to repay it, that my debts may be dealt.
Andrew, let's talk about this before you ask for something stupid for the second fucking campaign in a row.
Word it the way that we wrote it.
No, you two need to tell us what you're doing.
This is
A
some high
galleon.
grade. This is some high grade
galleon.
bullshit. You know, in Avatar, this isn't like D&D.
Okay.
You are
Okay.
allowed to
So-
discuss shit.
No, okay.
Outside, like it specifically
You're
says in the
okay.
rules of Avatar Legends, you can have these discussions.
Okay, we're about to talk this
We
through.
are here as well,
We
brothers.
listen, we
brothers.
don't judge.
Brothers. What are you
I will judge depending
We
on
listen,
what the fuck you're
we
about to
don't
say.
judge.
We do judge, though. It's a natural human
We
inclination.
listen, we don't judge.
I will have
Tell us what you're about to
you.
do and
So
let us make a vote on what you do.
So, you know how Ted and Jedd have like this overarching theme where like we're trying to become like the splinter of the Air Nation where like guide and wind. Yeah.
Selfish answer. Go ahead.
Sorry,
That's just a setup.
you've decided that two of you are going to be the start of the guiding wind.
No, like not the start, but like that, like, it's like we're like talked about it and we're like, yeah, like we want to make our own like sort of because we're not allowed back, but I still want to practice it.
The answer is yes to that, Owen. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, I'm going to have some fucking fun with this in Embers of War
However,
Part
that's
2.
not what we're thinking. because someone you brought up something earlier, and I know the principles of this thing is freedom.
You do know the principle is freedom. Yes, you do. Or one of the
Yes.
the guiding.
One of the principles is
yeah.
freedom. Yep.
Mm.
What if it like merged with us?
no,
principle
are
each.
you for real?
A principle each.
Sorry, you want to merge with the Sunset Spirit. You want to become
Okay.
its
That's a
avatar.
joke, and then we just go on with it.
Correction. We want to.
It's the one
So
brain cell each. One
Okay, so-
principle each.
How is that
so-
freedom?
And a boat
Sorry.
is too much and too silly to ask for a boat. And you guys
Can I just-
split the spirit into each of your souls?
It's also
Can
the
I
fact that
say-
it's also the fact that Kyoshi literally lost her best friend because a spirit called Father Glowworm did the exact same thing to her best friend. Well,
And she
strong enough.
killed him.
Maybe she
So, okay, I just want to say, did you see the way that Owen's eyes lit up as you came up with this awful plan? That's never a good thing when the DM does that.
What do you
we
mean?
don't like your plan. We're not doing that.
Look, I'm not here.
So-
I'm not here.
Also, hear me out.
That looks way better on the stream because my
okay.
auto background just makes me vanish and it's just the aurora behind me. I
How
just
long do we
completely
want
cease
this
to
campaign
exist.
to go for?
No,
This will
we're
end
not
it
doing
right
this
here,
again.
right now.
No, we're not doing this again. Andrew, you brought us into your bullshit last campaign. We've been through enough.
This is two bullshits. This is not just one.
All right, just take away all your past mistakes.
Yeah, fuck off.
Actually,
that was
Actually,
involuntary. I couldn't help
no.
that.
That's a good idea, Andrew. You should ask for that.
Shut the fuck up, Owen.
You do not talk right now. Owen.
We're trying to talk out a terrorist right now.
I'm not trying to help.
So when we first released him, this was something I brought up a while ago. I think I mentioned to Owen a little bit like guiding wind sort of stuff, like making a splinter group. And I was like, maybe he could teach us, because his principle is freedom. And that's what we seek. And I just took it an extra step. I originally was just going to ask for him to guide us in the ways of freedom.
That is so open-ended. That is so open.
That's still a bad.
And you thought being possessed by a spirit would be better than this.
Yeah, that was the second attempt they had at this. They looked at that and went, no, we're going to go back for air.
I thought big boat
go
was
big or go
silly.
home.
And then the other request is we want to be poltergeist.
To be fair, Brandon, you asked for a gold coin. Or
no, I asked for a galleon.
You said a galleon. That was it.
Galleon.
So hang on. Archie,
is not correspondent with
in
the
every
Spanish galleon.
Exactly. the only world where the galleon means anything else in popular culture is in Harry Potter. That's where it has that. But that's, I mean, fuck JK. So I mean, we're taking it as the ship. JK.
A galleon is a ship.
A ship.
In every
heavy treasure-laden Spanish ship, slow-moving, triple-masted, I believe, normally. Big. Two cannon decks normally, if I'm remembering my medieval and naval era ships correctly.
You're knowing exactly what I'm on about right now. This is
like
a big mamba jamba ship right now. This isn't
the official word
like
for
a
it.
hulk. This isn't a hulk. This isn't just like a transport ship for like slaves or anything like that. This is a galleon.
No one mentioned that.
Like I'm just going my nautical knowledge here. We're not talking about just like a transport ship like a hulk. We're going for like a galleon, specific purpose.
Just saying the name again doesn't help.
Also,
can I just my idea for the favor is to essentially ask him to have a peaceful negotiation with the Avatar, promising to do no harm to her, in the hopes to mend her relationship with the spirits. And then once he's had that peaceful negotiation, if she banishes him, she banishes him. Hopefully it ends up giving her some kind of spiritual awakening of some kind. All the favor would be for him to agree to some kind of peaceful negotiation.
And a galleon.
and merge with us. And become the source of my new powers.
Bree, do you know where you're going wrong? Do you know where you're going wrong tonight? Because that's a great suggestion, but do you know where you're going wrong? It's just you against them three.
Okay.
See, here's the thing. An X chromosome is a completed Y chromosome. The Y chromosome is a broken X chromosome, but there's 3 Y chromosomes you're having to fight against tonight. And you don't have backup from another X. Like, it's a lot of effort. I'm no help.
I will back you. I will back you on this.
Completely ignoring everything that's going on right now. Owen,
also,
hello, friends.
My call from afar means that I have reached out in mind or spirit, and he has answered that call. Therefore, can I request this favor of him using my mind and not say a fucking word to anyone around me?
Yeah, but you did fuck up your call from afar. No, hang on. You did fuck up your call from afar. Let's not forget.
Oh, fuck.
I did. But can I still force a message through that link that I have accidentally created?
You can try to, yeah.
I don't like it when you say that. I really don't like it when you say that.
Could I please get another harmony roll, Bree? Andrew.
Oh, harmony's so bad.
Can I roll with I'm a people person? And try to figure it out.
I'm a people person.
What Mr. Squiggles is most afraid of?
What he's most afraid of?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Can I roll with this? Are you allowing this?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. 13.
Oh.
3 if you want to roll. Say one first, maybe. Because I feel like yours will cut mine off.
I need to know what your harmony is first, Bree. Or Lily, I should say. Excuse me.
It's a 6.
It's a 6. Lily, as you reach out,
does not work.
As you reach out, trying to sort of get back control, part of the problem is that the sunset spirit, Artorias, is right there, right in front of you. You trying to reach out, there's so much noise and confusion all around you. It's hard to kind of hone in on that signal.
It would make sense that I don't really have much skill in this right now.
You just had it unlocked by Lauga. He he poked you a few times and then went, "Now you may see what is hidden. Talk to those far away." And you're like, "Oh, okay." No further questions.
Let's try that.
Yeah. "If you have need of me, reach out and I will come. That or my apprentice Tomiko," is what you basically had, and then you just skipped back down to the beach with some water and then went
This
through.
ability works flawlessly unless there's no intense spiritual energy around you at any point of time.
Basically. Yeah.
What's the chances of that happening?
Jedd, 13.
Depending what you do with this, Andrew, I do also have your rules stink.
Oh yeah, true.
You have a good roll for that.
+1.
Okay, cool.
Jedd,
Better odds.
how do you ask Artorius? Do you ask the Sunset Spirit?
Better roll.
Yes, I ask, what are you most afraid of, Edward?
The walls of my cage, trapped once again, to be held prisoner. That is my greatest fear. The fear of all intelligent minds. To be held prisoner. For time immemorial once again.
Is that English?
Yeah, it was English.
What do you mean? Was that English?
It was spooky English, so it's hard to understand.
Yeah.
Oh, how hard is it? I can turn the mix down, so it's slightly
No,
less.
that was fine.
It's fine.
I perfectly understand.
It was legitimately fine.
Oh, okay.
Now, I can also ask another one. I can ask, are you lying right now? How are you vulnerable to me? How can I get you to mark the condition blank? Any recommendations?
From me or from the game?
No, you're not included in this.
Oh, okay. It's a shame.
How vulnerable?
Well, unless you want to give me the answer to all of them.
What were the three again? Vulnerable, market condition, and what was the other one?
Are you lying right now?
I don't think he's lying.
No, I think
Pretty vulnerable.
I'm thinking vulnerable,
I'm
right?
pretty sure the rules of that move mean that they have to answer honestly. So if you were asking if he was lying right now about something that he had to answer honestly, it's a waste.
Yes.
I think that "are you
More
lying right now"
about
would have to be used
another thing,
in like context about
Like
something
you're
else.
before the Earth Queen and you go, "Hey, the Dai Li seems to be doing some dodgy shit. Are you behind it?" She goes, "No!" And then you use that move to go, "Are you lying?" "Yes!"
Yeah.
Is how that works. Arrest them! Cut off their little faces! The Dai Li
The
emerge
problem
from
is-
corridors.
We know the answer to all of them. Because how is he vulnerable to us? He owes a favor to us.
Yeah.
And the market condition, we can just make him do that. Like, we can physically request that from him.
As our
What
favor. Be
if-
frightened
You
of
mark
us.
on him, though.
Oh.
What if we have a conversation with him more along the lines of the favor, etc., and then you can use the "are you lying to me" potentially?
If that's allowed, if I'm allowed to store this.
I'm happy for that. Yeah,
little-
I'm happy for that. You can
little-
hold one for when you need it. I'm happy with that.
Okay, cool. I'll do that then.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of like put my hand on like Kyoshi's arm because she was like,
You can see
bending
she
something.
has water around her hands, moving and freezing into these long, almost like bladed daggers along the side of her arm. But she's not making any aggressive move yet.
She's
It
an
looks like
assassin?
she's basically making like is it
she's
Gallade?
readying herself.
Gallade with the like he's got his sword arms like that, but ice. She's basically covering her arms in ice swords as she like pauses. You can see she's ready to strike in
Yeah.
a moment's notice, but she's seeing how this plays out. She knows that he's not aggressive and not attacking.
What if we... Okay, hear me out. What if we just ask for a hug?
No.
I'll give you Oh, bird for life.
Back to being absent.
And be arranged.
I would like to put my hand on Kyoshi's arm and say, speak to the spirit with us. Talk to him, and maybe we can get some more answers about how he's here. And because he told us that he's not from the spirit realm, maybe this is a conversation that you can help us have with him and find out more about what he's doing here.
You watch as Kyoshi turns to you, startling in that moment as you place a hand on her shoulder. Oh, not her shoulder, you can't reach that. On her, like...
Her elbow.
Her elbow. Even then, you're like... She's like 6'3", 6'4". She's huge.
Yeah.
She's a giant of a lady. As you startle her a little bit, you watch as she kind of spins, sees it's you, lowers her hands.
Bless you.
How can I trust anything this creature says, this spirit says?
Jedd has ways of finding out if someone's
Just learnt the ways.
And how can I trust Jedd? Or any of you for that matter?
That's a good question. Jedd?
When have we ever led you astray?
Literally a few
Shut
moments
up.
ago when I approached, asking what you were doing, knowing that you were trying to figure out how to deal with this very situation, and then you, Lilly, summon this creature here before we can have a chance to discuss it. That is highly suspicious.
I saved
That
your
was an
life from the glass.
accident.
As he pulls out a
So you didn't call this creature here deliberately. It came of its own volition. Right as we were discussing it, I find that even more troubling.
Well, it is sunset right now.
It
It's
is
a
the
sunset
sunset
spirit.
spirit.
It comes at sunset.
It's always said it comes at sunset, so
Spirit,
it's kind of bound to happen.
which is Kyoshi nods and turns back towards the floating eyeball right in front of Jedd. As she approaches, you can see Torius, the sunset spirit, sort of flicker around and look at the ice coating her arms as it looks up. You watch as it kind of rotates slightly, spinning in place as the flame wheel around it almost seems to shimmer and shift. Spirit, my name is Kyoshi. You and I need to have a talk. You watch as the spirit sort of focuses in, the red-yellow eye almost seeming to dilate rapidly before honing in as it moves closer. You watch as the tendrils begin to spin faster and faster. And a moment later, you watch as Kyoshi's eyes flash blue for a moment, the blue glow of the avatar. You watch as the spirit pulls back a little bit, the tendrils whipping wildly.
You are the Avatar. Tell me, Avatar, have you come to make good on the promise of your forebearer? To imprison me once again? To hold me captive against my will?
You watch as Kyoshi holds up one hand, letting the ice slowly drip down the water, like just form into a puddle at her feet. The other hand holding back, ready to attack if she needs to, but she holds one hand up, letting the ice drip away. Not without cause. I have not heard of you before. I know not of your story, how you came to be here. But if one of my predecessors imprisoned you, they must have had good reason. In your own words, Spirit, why were you imprisoned? You watch as
You should have
the...
asked that at some point.
Yeah, seems like a good question.
We did. I swear we did.
We did.
I'm pretty sure he just said, like, because the Avatar hated him or something.
Something like that.
You watch as flaming eye turns and shifts.
Because
The fire, the tendrils of fire behind, pulling now into almost like this mandala-like pattern behind it.
Avatar 1 seeks to separate the worlds. He saw humans and spirits. There were frictions between them. He decided they needed to be kept separate until a time that both could be trusted to work together. And so he banished the spirits to the spirit wilds. But I refused to go. This was my home. And if the moon and ocean spirits were allowed to stay, why was I not? I am the sunset. I am the red flash of dawn. This is my world. I was here for the very first setting of the sun, and I will be here at its last.
You watch as... Yeah, Andrew? Jedd?
that just implies also the sunrise.
He said he was here at the very
Yeah.
first setting of the sun.
He also said he is the red flash at dawn.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, which one's dawn?
Morning.
The end of the
Okay,
day.
thank you.
What?
No, that's dusk.
Ah,
I am happy to share
Rewrite
that
it
was
all.
I'm happy to share that was a GM misspeak. I did mean to say the red flash at dusk. That is my bad.
Oh, okay.
That's why I sort of
What
clarified,
does
I'm
it
like,
mean?
this could mean so much more.
We all just had like a massive revelation. Nah.
That's just a misspeak. And sometimes I roll with these. Like there are times in other campaigns where I have misspoken and it's become a major plot point. But this is not one of them. This is a misspeak that is just a misspeak.
Hey,
I did mean to say the red flash at dusk.
brother for that.
Yeah, the red sun at dusk. You watch as Kyoshi sort of pauses and nods. I have not spoken or connected with Avatar 1. I know not that name. How long ago was this? You watch as the sunset spirit turns, its eye kind of rotating a little bit.
He was the first.
Kyoshi kind of look a bit confused at the rest of you and go, first what?
The first Avatar. Bonded with Ratha, the light spirit. Banished far to the dark, and with it, spirits to the spirit wilds.
You watch as Kyoshi sort of like nods for a moment and then sort of turns back towards a lot of you and goes, I've never connected with an avatar back further than like 3 generations. I don't even know how far back this is. How do I confirm this? How do I check this? Okay, Andrew's just doing double thumbs up.
Because Andrew has a journal.
Yeah, that's another thing that I wanted to check at some point.
Airbender,
like,
you know a lot about history, right?
Especially when they have a journal written by the avatars that they found in the same place as the sunset spirit.
Did I have
We
that?
do have that
Someone else
journal.
had that?
You got it.
Oh, I have that.
Yeah, you held onto that journal.
Yeah, you sure did.
You better have it.
Quick, check the scriptures.
Check the scriptures. Is that how we're referring to our past episodes? I don't think we can call them the scriptures. That implies a level of... No, do you know what? I'm taking it on board. If you need to seek the guidance and wisdom of the past, check the scriptures now at YouTube at the Lost Archives D&D.
I mean, you do call yourself our god, so...
I definitely do
it makes
not call
sense
myself
your
that.
Stories would be scriptures.
I do not call myself that. I guess you...
I'm pretty sure you have.
Christian-
You called yourself the
Chrysos-
god of this world before.
Nah, as a joke. Crizzos
I'm
do
pretty sure
pray
at
to
one
their
point you were
father,
called
and you
Aya.
do call me daddy. That's almost the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure at one point it
Forgive
said
me,
GM
Daddy, I've been naughty.
Forgive me, daddy. I've been naughty. Why did I say it in Pung's voice?
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
Because
is he
Pun
coming
is
back?
naughty.
Forgive me, daddy. I've been naughty. I just conquered the Earth Kingdom and killed my uncle. Now I'm Earth King. I've been a bad boy.
Bad.
Spoilers
It's
for
rat
spoilers for season 2 of
It's a rat
Defenders
pun.
of War.
It's a rat pun summer. That's what it is.
Andrew.
What was that, Andrew?
I think the spirit should just wipe out the Earth Nation. Now,
Sorry, what?
if we can stop Pung right now, guys. We can stop him here and now.
We can make sure he was never born. Or any Earthbender.
Kill him.
So I have 2 things. So I have the journal, but I also have the scroll
Herpes.
from
Oh, sorry, yeah.
past Airbenders.
He's got that too.
He's got 3 things.
That's pretty
Sorry.
brat.
I don't know why I
Wait,
keep
what's
trying. It's just fun to say. And just people go, I've got this thing. Like herpes. It's just fun. I don't know. Get your kicks where you can.
Now, the Airbender scroll, that was just a map, yeah? That was just a map of the
Yeah.
temple and this
Fucking
reached the
brain.
halfway point.
Yeah.
And was it this island?
Yes. Was this island marked on the map?
Yes. Or was it a
Not
separate
on
island?
this map. Little Islands was
Because I know
marked.
there were 2 points.
Little Islands was marked because of its relation to the meetup between the Earth. Between the Fifth Nation and the Yellownicks.
It was on the 5th Nation map.
It's
No,
not,
no,
yeah, that was on the
what-
Fifth, but it's not as specific as that. So the problem, right, is that this map you've got of the Air Nation archipelago, it's from a long time ago. The islands don't
Because I
quite
remember
line
there were
up.
2.
There was a
there were
marking
2
somewhere in this archipelago. It's not as exact as like bang, it's on Little Island. It's like
Would it sort of be close to where our air temple is at the moment? Like if that would also be like another option, basically.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Okay,
maybe.
so it's just basically just 2 spiritual places. Okay. Cool.
There were more markings on this map, but the problem is the map has been so degraded by water damage.
These are just the two waxed sort of things. Yeah.
These are the ones that were hidden underneath the wax layer and haven't been there, and therefore the ink hasn't been leached or destroyed. The wax has provided a bit of protection to this part of the map and kept it intact.
And the journal, how far did that go? Because I know that was damaged as well.
There are fragments that go all the way back to Avatar 1. It doesn't come forward. It doesn't go up to like Avatar. Obviously, it doesn't go after Roku. He hasn't been born yet, but hasn't been born yet. But it doesn't. It's nowhere near. Like it stops a long time ago. There's like maybe 12, 13 avatars recorded in this. It's not as long as you would. Yeah, but it looks like it goes for the first few. Yeah.
Squad, do I just sit down and start reading?
Yes. Yeah. I don't know why you're asking.
Yes. Okay, I sit down and start reading.
We got another 30 minutes of sunset.
Is that how long sunset goes? Okay. Or I could use I could just use the other ability, but I'm not sure if we want to save that for anything else just yet.
You don't want to ask Artorias to merge with you and your brother?
No. That ship's flown. That galleon sailed away.
No. I'm sorry, Brandon.
The galleon? Okay, so it's on the table. That's good. Okay.
Cool. I'll sit down and start reading that book.
Jedd just sits down, pulls out this old journal, and then begins flicking through.
Do we use it for that, or to figure out, what if he's actually going to follow through with our request properly? Like, lying that way. Because there's so much more that could happen between now and then.
Just wait.
Why don't you just let Kyoshi have her damn conversation?
Let her have a chat and you read the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll read the book then.
Let Owen talk to himself for a bit.
No, I'm not doing that. I've made that very clear. As Kyoshi turns back towards you, you can see the confusion in her eyes. She goes, How can I possibly confirm this? I've never looked back that far. I can't speak with an avatar from that long ago. I've never
Control F, Andrew. Andrew, Control F.
Still the Warhammer guy. When I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. Is what you read.
Is that a Tyranid or Necron book? I think
Necron,
it's just the handbook
just
for
the
the
handbook.
starter kit.
Oh, hell yeah. Mad lad. Respect.
Andrew is still playing Avatar, by the way.
We've got
I'm looking through the book.
Reading a book that was written by the elders of the Air Nation about everything that he's been up to. So I'm sure there's something in there that he's reading right now, Avatar Kyoshi, that'll be pertinent to this conversation. Isn't that right?
Old
Jedd?
trains are more than just warriors. They are skulls. Yes,
Ancient
Avatar
wisdom.
1. Avatar 1. Yeah, no, just had some beef with some dude. Yeah, I don't know.
The Emperor sits upon the golden throne eating 1,000 souls a day of psychers. Oh wait, this feels wrong.
What do you want me
You
to
watch as you say this, Keeko, you watch Kyoshi looks back and goes, what is this journal that you speak of? What is this?
We found it.
It's a journal, yeah, we found at the temple where we found him.
Fuck no.
And you're only mentioning this now.
This is going so much worse.
Well, he had it in his pocket.
Jedd was hiding it. Jedd was hiding it.
Jedd was hiding it.
It's not a thing I was hiding. I just blanked my mind until today.
What is this journal?
He forgot he had an artifact.
What is this
An
journal?
achievement.
What is recorded in it?
I think it's everything from all the avatars. From memory.
Everything,
Like all the
everywhere,
avatars
all at
of
once.
yeah, everything everywhere all at once. It's the all seasoned bagel. It's everything that every avatar's ever written in a book. Everything bagel.
This is a relic of
There's
the past
also
avatars of
great
my
movies.
past lives, and you sought to keep this from me. Why?
Jedd.
We're on the same
not on
side.
purpose. Kind of forgot about it, to be honest. I'm fairly sure it was in his backpack. Do you want to share it with her, Jedd? Maybe she can have a look at it. Might help. I don't know. It's weird.
Which backpack did I put it in, guys? Did I put it in mine or the one I scavenged?
I'm pretty sure it's in your head.
As you flick through it. You watch as Kyoshi, eyeing the spirit, reaches down and plucks the book from your fingers and begins flicking through. As she does so, you watch as the sunset spirit turns back to all of you.
You are allied with the Avatar. Have I made a grave misjudgment in offering you a favor? I will not grant you my imprisonment.
This alliance is new. This alliance is new, don't worry.
This alliance is new, and we're aligned with you. We deeply respect you, but we also have the Avatar here as humans, and we're trying to figure this out. We want peace between you and the Avatar. We're trying to work on that.
I will have
And the
peace
favor
with
is
the
also
Avatar
respectful.
if they respect my freedom, my right to live and exist in my world.
What does that look like for you? What does your existence in this world look like for you?
This is very easy. Cool.
I am the embodiment of the setting sun, a natural force as much as a living mind. I wish merely to exist, to live, to bask in the radiance of this red sun.
Peacefully?
If I can ask,
Like, he just avoided. He's got this monologue that he just keeps going back to.
Mm-hmm.
if I can ask a question with peaceful intention from Lilly there as well, but what would happen to this world, say, if you were not there? Just, the sun has always set.
Nothing.
What do you bring to the world with the setting sun? If
What do you bring to the table?
Because,
The
like,
sun
think
would
about
not set. You would have everlasting light. Crops would wither and die under the glare of your sun. Night would never
What happens
come.
to the moon spirit then?
But wait, weren't you sealed?
Wisdom rises in the day. You look up in the light of dawn. You will see the moon in the sky. It is not merely constrained to the night. Only I can bring a shadowed cloud of night.
So wait,
Can I test if that's truth he's speaking? Can I?
Probably a good call.
I mean,
wait.
Jedd literally has a...
Yeah, I could just. Yeah. Wait, no, I'm just trying to
Oh
figure out.
wait, you have that.
Yeah,
you have that.
but, like, he was sealed, right?
Yes.
So
was
the
still
seal-
here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But he was still on the mortal plane. That would
Yes.
probably affect it, right?
Well,
Yeah.
there's no. I mean, you don't know if him being in the spirit wilds fucks that up. So, I mean, the situation with the moon and ocean spirits, they still exist in the spirit wilds, which means, like, because spirits are tied to this place. They are tied to the spirit wilds. It's just that they're mostly here physically. Well, how much of this would you guys know, though? Tell you what.
Yeah, Jedd might know
You are both
Oh, actually, yeah, I did. do
members of the
some
Air Nation.
stuff.
Could I have from Jedd and Ted specifically, and Keeko, given that you're a member of the Water Tribe, Jedd, Ted, and Keeko, could you please make me? So this is just targeting Lilly
Focus.
now. I'm just bullying Bree and excluding her. Could I have all three of you please
I'm
roll
a
me?
child that doesn't know shit about spirits.
Could you
Like, it
please
makes
roll me an
sense.
assess a situation? Lilly, could I get you to roll me an assess a situation, but it's got nothing to do with the ocean and moon spirit?
Oh, I'll
I
take
did-
that.
How about skills and contact?
Yes.
I got a 12.
Brandon,
I
could you
got
do me a
9.
favor too? Could you tilt your camera down just a touch? Same request for
Keep
Archie,
going.
just a touch.
Keep going.
So that you're not eating your water bending. It looks like you're trying to like clean out your
I'm
nose
not.
with some sort
Down.
of like flushed
How's
water.
that? Yeah.
That's awesome, Archie. That's great.
Is that good for you,
That's
Daddy?
brilliant. Thank you, son. Alrighty, so we've
Love
got an
you.
8 from Jedd. Success with consequences. Lilly, that's a 10. Absolute success.
I
Ted,
failed.
9. Success with Oh. That's an 8.
I
Success
have a
with
-2
Oh. Why didn't it come up?
because I'm also
Yep.
angry.
You just click
Oh,
creativity.
okay. Fair enough. He just clicked creativity, clearly. Okay, so Ted, 9, success with consequences. Keeko, 12. That is an absolute success, boy. So Ted and Keeko. This will be one of your questions, basically, is the answer of how is this different to the ocean and moon spirits? Keeko, the story of the ocean and moon spirits is told throughout the Southern and Water Tribe. It's a very, very important tale. They are mostly here in the physical world. They have given up a lot of their power and presence as spirits to become the arbiters of the ocean and the moon here in the mortal plane. But they did that after they were sealed in the spirit wilds. This is the sacrifice they had to make to manifest in the material plane again. The sunset spirit, it sounds like he never was tied, or it was never tied to the spirit wilds in the same way. Which means that if it were banished to the spirit wilds, you're not sure what effect that would have on the sunset. It may be that it would have to push its way back into the material plane and take on a similar form to the ocean and moon spirit to do the same thing. It might be there's no effect. It might be that it can be safely banished to the spirit wilds and no consequence at all. This is more what he was outlining is what would happen if he were to die, which is something else as well. Spirits can't die. They can be banished, they can be sealed, they can be dissipated for a while, but this sounds like he thinks he can die, which is a lot more similar to the ocean and moon spirits because they've taken on that physical form to appear in the material plane, in the mortal plane. They can die. They are mortal, in a way. Sounds like it's a similar kind of similar rules bind Artorias, the sunset spirit. If you had any other questions, you can ask them. Lilly, as you're watching this happen, you can see the 3 pirate hunters over to the side, like looking on and being like, what the fuck? Like Sonak is like hiding behind Koz as there's this obviously beyond their pay grade conversation happening right now with Kyoshi and the sunset spirit. Importantly though, since the sunset spirit appeared, Lilly, the sun hasn't moved from its position in the sky. It hasn't set any further.
Okay.
It's almost frozen on the horizon.
The sunset's broken.
You don't think this conversation can just be waited out. If you had any other follow-up questions, you're welcome to ask them. But
okay. So you've made this the final chat by the call.
No, not necessarily. Cool. I haven't said that at all. I've just said
means that we can't keep him here now
and hope
for an
that
extended period of time.
Yeah, I'm going to say this right now, Lilly. As he says that, the whole thing about like night, it would be the night would never come. Yeah, since he arrived, the sun was setting quickly below the horizon. It has stopped and has not moved since he appeared. You don't get the sense it's gonna move until he lets it.
The cows will be fine. They'll figure out bedtime and nighttime. Don't worry about the cows.
Can I ask the sunset spirit, where do you go when you're not here talking to us?
Your world is far bigger than the lands you see. The sun sets across the horizon at all times. I follow in its wake, traveling, circumnavigating this planet.
So you follow the sunset around. You being here right now has stopped the sun from setting here. How did you being imprisoned in one place for a very long period of time not have the same effect?
My mind was trapped. My power is that of the sun. I am the sunset. While my mind was trapped, my form, my power traveled. And now I am reunited. My mind and body are one once again. Thanks to you.
Yeah, so cool fun fact, because I mean, I hope that I'm not going to be corrected on this lore. I'm pretty sure it's a globe. The world of Avatar is a sphere. So I'm going to work on the assumption that it's a sphere, and so therefore there's always the line of sunset around the planet at all times. So he's just always moving in that sunset, which means that if there is a sunrise spirit, his twin would always be on the complete opposite end of the planet. They would always be moving. However, if the sun isn't setting in this specific point, you don't know what's happening over the other side. Could be interesting.
It could be interesting.
Tell
Thank
him
you.
both. Nothing bad can happen.
We just hold him here for like 12 hours. We might get to meet his brother.
Sister.
I'm holding you on like
Both of them at the same time.
As you
and it'll
watch-
just be a real weird cycle.
As you watch the sun rise on the other side of the
rotating.
as you watch the sun rise on the other half of the horizon, you
Bitch, move your ass!
Right, rear ends him, just like and now we have a solar eclipse.
Lose it, asshole!
I can't wait to hear that back and hear how that sounds because I can't hear myself, so I don't know how that sounded. I'm assuming pretty good.
So good. It sounded sick. Asshole.
Haven't seen you since the funeral. We need to catch up more.
It's just an estranged family.
The world's most estranged brothers.
Yeah. Oh god.
They haven't seen each other since the dawn of time.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. How are you doing?
Long time no see. Oh. Holy shiz.
I guess that's canon now.
That's absolutely canon.
Who's gonna tell Avatar this?
She's
well,
reading the book.
No, like
No.
Avatar, like
Martino, the guys who created it. Yeah, this is canon. I'll add it to the wiki. As that's a good point. As you are having this conversation, you can see Kyoshi flipping through. She's going through the section. For some reason, the book is squeaky as Kyoshi tries to flick the pages.
It's one of those books when you open a page
Dragon
that pops up.
Do you know what I love the
Is
idea?
Dragon over at your place? Is
Yeah,
that what the bird
with
is?
a bird. I love the idea. I love the idea that in the background, Coase has found some item half buried in the sand. He's like just squeezing it, and it's making weird noises. Yeah, as Kyoshi's flipping through the book, you can see us kind of flipping through the first few pages. There's no mention of any Sunset Spirit here in Avatar 1 sections. That it's possible that the book's decayed and there's pages missing, but like I don't see any mention of you in Avatar 1. You said Avatar 1 sealed you.
Avatar 1 sealed all the spirits, but it was not he who built the temple that sealed me away. Avatar 1 lived his life not even knowing I was still here. His knowledge of the spirits was great in some regards, but lacking when it comes to the primal forces. He did not even know of the moon and ocean spirits' return until after they had promised to leave. It was not Avatar 1 who sealed me.
See Kyoshi kind of look a bit confused.
That might be on our ancestors.
You watch as the eye moves, nodding. The spiral of flame shifting now and taking on this jagged, almost geometric appearance around it.
Yes, it was an airbender. Avatar born to the Air Nation who sealed me. Singpei was their name. They were the ones who trapped me, who kept me prisoner.
Sing hey.
Singpei. I'll
Hey,
type it in
hey.
the chat if you like. Wait, I can't type it in chat. This isn't Roll20. I'll put it in our little chat. SING-PEY. Singpei.
Singpei. Okay.
Singpei.
Thanks, note taker.
Actually, can I say, Brandon, I pulled open your character sheet to play Keeko last session. You have some very funny notes down the bottom.
He was reading them out on stream.
I
you
was.
did?
I was. I was. Guilty as charged.
Yeah, my dump sheet is amazing. Use a set situation from the last episode. Guide Lilly towards ship. Like capital letters, the entire thing.
I did read that
Thank
one
you.
out. Yeah.
Appreciate that. Okay. Do we say hello to the Sunset Spirit tomorrow and let the sun set for today. Or do we ask for a galleon right now?
No.
You wish for a galleon as your favor.
No.
I don't wish. It would
It's
be
not
a
a wish,
favor
it's a
to me.
No.
It would be
Desire a galleon for your favor.
I do desire a galleon. Yes, I do desire a galleon.
No.
He does not.
What I desire, like a
I
ship
am
particular
hearing
with.
a lack of consensus. I have offered you a boon, a favor as a group. You must agree before I grant any such boon.
See, our one wouldn't have gone through anyway.
That's just my opinion. I think it'll be very useful to everyone here.
We already have a boat.
But the means
No.
of getting it are not desirable.
Also,
There
we
are
don't have
lands
enough
beyond
people.
this you could travel to. Could travel the world as I do. There is much you would see.
I could show you.
See a lot.
around.
I could show you the
See, guys, the galleon is seeming like a
You don't even have
really
enough
good
men.
idea.
You don't have enough men to
Who's
start
in?
staff it.
Galleon. Who's in?
Who's gonna be your crew?
Galleon.
Galleon.
Just
Please.
I slapped Ted across the back of the head.
You would be my crew. I mean, we would be the crew.
I just love
The
it. I
ship
just
together.
love a chant. I just love a chant. You'll get the
I'm weak-willed.
Howdy, kick
All it
in.
takes is a chant, and I'm on board.
Oh god.
Damn it.
Lily will kind of just like step forward towards the spirit. How do you say his name again? Arturio?
Arturius.
Just a squiggly boy.
Arturios.
Arturius.
She'll step
Arturius.
forward and say, excuse me, Mr. Squiggly Boy, Arturius, sir.
Why'd you bother asking his correct name if you were just going to call him Mr. Squiggly Boy? What was the fuck?
Arturius, sir.
As a handoff that you regretted, I could see it on your face.
It's quite clear that we have not come to a census just yet on our favor. Can we push for one more day to have these discussions a little bit further? And I believe we have some explaining to do to a certain avatar.
I will be back when the sun next sets, as I complete another trip around this world.
One last
Okay,
question. Just
bon
before-
voyage.
Wow, fuck.
No, what's your question?
My gosh.
How did the airbenders actually trap you?
I do not wish to share this information lest it be used again. If you do not know the answer, then I am safer. I will not share this, even if my life depended on it. I would choose
I think
death
smart.
over imprisonment once again.
Yeah, that's pretty fair, Mr. Squiggly Boy.
That's very fair.
Okay, enjoy your trip around the world. We'll see you in a few hours.
So hi to the other side for us, I guess. Let me know if you see any cool galleons.
Fare thee well. I will see you at the next sunset. At the glow of the red sun.
With that,
Okay.
you watch as the eye begins to pull in, the flames spinning it around it as it covers its surface and then dissipates. You can see Kyoshi still flipping through the journal madly. I can't find any mention of sync. Oh. I might have found it.
I gotta go.
Oh.
It's the... Oh, is that literally Andrew's
No,
got to
no,
go? Or
no,
Jedd's
no,
got to
no,
go?
no.
Because he doesn't want to deal with the shit he's about to be.
He's gotta go.
You can see as she flips to the end of the journal, you can see a number of burnt pages as she holds it up and flicks back like just a few entries, and you can see this beautiful, almost calligraphy-style script dominating the page with the words, "I am Avatar Sing Pei. And this is my testament." You watch
That
as
was an avatar.
Kyoshi then she holds that up and then pulls the book around and begins to flick through again, seemingly very focused on the task at hand.
So, guys, we're very close to like a resolution then. towards a galleon
No.
for us all. Like a big boat we can all have together.
And we can call it the Friendship.
But I don't need a boat. Why would I need a boat?
It turns out the reward was friendship.
The friendship, exactly. We can have a big ship to take all these bounties.
Don't even need to bait
earn
that
money.
hook. Just throw the line in
And
straight away.
exactly. And a big boat for us all to have friendships
You're the
together
fish,
on,
mate.
experiences as we go around the world. And if we see cool things, we can take cool things because it's our boat of friendship going around the world together.
Lily's going to raise her hand, click
Yes.
twice, and say, "Ko, come get your boy." I'm about to kill him.
He watches Ko sort of wanders over. Like he sees you click your fingers, hears you say that, goes a little bit red, a little bit of flush to the cheeks, comes on over and goes, Keeko, I think maybe you should take me through what's going on. This seems pretty serious.
I'm still talking about the boat.
I love a boat. Why don't you tell me about the
12
boat? I love a good
cannons on
boat.
each side. We'll have stuff. We'll have everything. The gangplank will be up. And like, I'm just gonna imagine he's
You can
dragging
trade
me
with the
off
Fire
as I'm
Nation for their
talking
cannons.
about this boat. The Fire
Actually, would there be
Nation, they would
cannons?
never
There wouldn't be
stand up
cannons.
to us.
They wouldn't be cannon. It would be firebenders or
No.
waterbenders out through the gap. Cannons aren't invented yet. Yeah. Sorry, mate.
That's right. We don't have gunpowder.
Not yet.
Okay.
Only there's like
We'll
some
have-
gunpowder, but it's used in fireworks. No
Yeah.
one's found. There's no other use for gunpowder because when you can shoot fire from your fucking fingertips, you don't tend to explore the need for other. Like this black
You can shoot
powder
fire
goes.
from his fingertips or shoot boulders at people
Love-
just
Yeah.
with sheer
12
thought.
Yeah.
We'll have 6 firebenders and 6 earthbenders on each side to shoot fire and brimstone on
sounds-
each side.
That
both
sounds
sides.
really great. I think why don't you come over here and tell me more about it? I think Sonak might
Yeah.
be able. He might want to know a bit more too because this sounds like naval stratagem.
I'm just like he's dragging me by the back of my
He just picks
jacket
you up.
through the
He just
sand.
picks you up.
And
Ko's
I'm just
huge.
like,
He just
and
picks you up.
our ship would have this, and it would do this, and I'm just like screaming out into the void with how cool this galleon will be.
Would galleons be the least effective like naval ship in Avatar? Because wouldn't you rather just have like a bunch of smaller sloops? Yeah, cool.
Not
yeah.
my mind.
This is why
My
the
mind,
Water
the
Tribe
bigger-
Navy are so impressive. This is because so the Water Tribe don't have a really high level of technology, but it's why their Navy are the most impressive. When you can manipulate the fucking ocean to do what you need, you don't really need a big ship. It's not until the Fire Nation build their ironclads that they then start to dominate the waters. The Water Tribe are absolutely the naval power. And the Fire Nation know it. Like it's the ironclads won't be invented for a while yet. The boat that Lilly blew up is like a precursor to the ironclad. It had a few metal plates around the outside. Was powered by coal as well, fire and coal. But I mean, Lilly, you sank it instantly with just 2 or 3 barrels of blasting jelly. Easy. Whereas I think even in like Avatar: The Last Airbender, when the pirates try to blow up Prince Zuko, they detonate like 4 or 5 barrels of blasting jelly, and
Yeah,
the boat still isn't like it doesn't sink. It's still fine.
Yeah.
So that's much further down the track.
I'm just having the moment now with Keeko and his like nautical prowess. He's just like he's trying to imagine the best warship right now, and he's just going on a tangent.
Yeah. Ted, Jedd, and Lilly as Koz comes and drags Keeko away, and you can hear Keeko
God.
still loudly exclaiming about like where would they put the poop deck? The 3 of you, what would you like to do?
Good question, man.
Who will be the rear
Where would
admiral?
they put it?
Keeko volunteers. Yeah. There's one point though. There is one point where where Kia leans over and goes, "It sounds like you're planning to set this up as some sort of the start of a naval operation, Keeko. Like some sort of 5th nation."
No, not a 5th nation. We just need
Like a 4th.
a nation of people that are prepared to You help the people around the world. That's what we need. We don't need a fifth or maybe a sixth. No, we don't need any of that. We just
Guiding
need
wind?
people who are willing to go around and help people, and that's what I'm here to do. That's my mission.
Keeko
Go
wouldn't
around and
know
help
this,
people.
but Brandon would. I did actually just talk to, was it Yara or
Yara.
Q?
Yara.
I just told Yara straight up who you were last session, by the way.
Oh yeah, no. Like I think,
Yara knows.
Didn't she know from me? Did I have a chat
Suspected.
with her
They
beforehand?
suspected, but they didn't know for sure. And then when
No,
I was
no.
going through the bounties with them, they were like, hang on, how do you have these bounties? And I'm like, oh yeah, Jedd stole them.
Oh yeah, sorry, Jedd, you did get it.
And-
Yeah.
Cool, I'm.
I believe
Not
it's time
like
to
got
put some
my name on
horns
it.
on you and a woolly coat. You could be the scapegoat for everyone.
Yeah. And then she was like, oh, so what other bounties went missing? And I was like, well, Keeko's a good guy. It's like, they're not gonna get rid of you because I told them that you're only worth like, I think I said like 10 copper or something. I said like
Yeah,
some
you lied about how
silly
much he was
little man.
worth. Yeah.
I said you were worth like nothing, so they think that you're a better person than you are.
My favorite bit is that if Keeko finds out about this, he's gonna be like, "No, man, I was worth like 100 gold. I like murdered 4 people straight up,"
Yeah.
and then it's gonna be like,
way more than that.
Yeah, but so Keeko doesn't know that I've said any of
No.
this, but Brandon, you probably should know this.
Yeah, you should know, Brandon.
Yeah, no. Oh no, I'm not going to act on this, but that's
Yeah.
just like, thank you, but also,
"You weren't even worth the paper you were printed on, mate."
Yeah, exactly.
Literally. Like, I was amazing.
Yeah.
I was the best pirate.
And then we actually discussed breaking into the place where the bounties are like printed and distributed from and completely removing any record of you. And Yara was like down for that.
Oh, we could take the plates. Yes. Oh,
So-
I can nail that.
Yes.
We need a galleon to do that. We need a galleon.
mate, you're a waterbender. Read the tide.
I know,
The
but
galleon
we
has
need
sailed,
the
my friend.
biggest- we need the
Remember
biggest-
when I said I was like hoping that
Feel
Andrew
the
would go
current,
back on
Brandon.
absenteeism?
I understand, but I'm going to
Hey.
keep pushing against it.
How about not a galleon, but an airship?
How about shut the fuck up?
So as the three of you, as Ted, Jedd, and Lilly, as the three of you kind of stand there on the beach, sort of Kyoshi sitting down on this log, flicking through the book frantically, reading through these sections. You can occasionally hear her muttering under her breath. What are the three of you doing?
Can
I would-
I? Oh, you go.
Nah, mine was dumb.
No,
I want to hear what you're going to
It's got to
say.
be smarter than whatever we say.
Is there something I can use to like assist Kyoshi, like with finding stuff out? Like, would I wouldn't know. Would I know anything about that avatar?
That's
Just
a really
hand
good
her your
question.
single brain cell on a platter.
Reach him with like a metal hook. Could you roll for me? This is definitely a push your luck roll. Definitely. We're going way out on a limb if you would have heard of Avatar Sing
That's an
Pei.
8. That's an 8.
It's an 8.
baby.
As the very first Airbender Air Nation avatar, Sing Pei is remembered. Not with any ornate statues. I mean, part of the problem is that the most recent few Air Nation avatars have always dominated the conversation, dominated the history books, and even though the records for the Air Nation go back a very long time, that's also part of the problem. There's so much information there that sometimes things get lost. But you were assigned to cleaning out one of the old archives. I'm going to say in the Western Air Temple, Ted. You were sent over to help clean out some of the old archives there. Under the guidance of Master Sayan, the two of you spent 2 or 3 months going through this very old, dilapidated section of the library there, getting scrolls together, and you do remember seeing a scroll on Avatar Sing Pei, known for her very staunch, protectionistic, I would say, like, stance on having the nations be separate, having the air monks in the 4 temples. Before that, there were others. There were many, many other temples, but under Avatar Sing Pei's guidance, a lot of the Air Nation was kind of brought together into these 4 temples, and that is when the gender separation of the temples was also instigated as well. Andrew. He looks so confused. Look at him.
I'm Archie.
He looks like he's performing some sort of algebraic equation in his mind.
Yeah, I am.
Is this camera frozen? Oh no, it's not.
It's not frozen. He is.
Did you say the Western?
He's the Western Air Temple. So the one over near the Fire Nation.
Yeah. Can I tell Kyoshi what I know?
Yeah, for sure. I'll give you a little bit more as well if you like. It's a decent success. Yeah, I mean, known for being very like staunch. A number of the temples and pagodas that had kind of been set up under her guidance as the Avatar, the presence of the Air Nation was very much concentrated into these 4 temples in particular, which, I mean, kind of does line up. If she was the last person to write in this book and you found this in an old abandoned air temple on the South Pole, it seems like that temple was probably abandoned underneath her guidance, underneath her,
but it wasn't
her rule. She was also the Avatar that was active when Ba Sing Se, the very first founding of the town that would once become Ba Sing Se, was created. So a few important things happened during her tenure as Avatar. I hope Ba Sing Se does not have a set canon founding. Let's have a quick look before I anger people.
Lucky there's no war there.
Oh, this is very early on. When it's just
no war.
No war in Ba Sing Se.
There's no war in Ba Sing Se.
But the temple wasn't abandoned though, because there were still dead bodies there.
Nah, we're good to go. We're good to go, everybody. We're good to go. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, we're all fine. This is. I'm free to have her be the Avatar when Ba Sing Se was just a small town. Not a problem. Sorry, what were you saying, Andrew?
But the temple wasn't exactly abandoned. There were still.
Oh yeah,
there.
that's very true. Yeah, no, true.
Squatters?
No, they were definitely air monks. Yeah.
Air monks with tattoos that were
runaways.
Far more square. Far more.
They were transcribing the book that the Avatar's reading right now and stuff. Like they were important. So
there's a possibility here, Jedd, as you and Ted kind of think this over and as Kyoshi listens, there's a possibility here that these might have been renegade monks, ones who weren't listening to the Avatar's commands, ones that refused to abandon their temple. But then why would they be there with the Sunset Spirit if it was the Avatar's will to seal the Sunset Spirit? Unless maybe they were there to try and free it.
They wanted him.
Yeah, it's hard to know.
To free it. They just.
Can I also tell Kyoshi that if, like, I'll tell her how I know the information. Like, I want to tell her, like, from the Western Air Temple. So if we wanted to, we could potentially go there and suss out some more info.
The Western Air Temple. I am not anxious to return to the Fire Nation anytime soon. The last time I was there, I was involved in some incidents, but as long as I stay under the radar, I'm sure we could investigate the Western Air Temple. Thank you, Ted. That is a valuable lead, and thank you, Jedd, for this book, for covering this. I wish you had mentioned it a lot earlier.
It slipped my mind.
Sorry,
other stuff really just came up.
I didn't know he had it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like a lot of things happening at that
a building collapsing on top of us, then you nearly killed us, then this whole stuff happened. It's a lot of things happened in 2 days. It's been wild.
And if you discovered this at the same time as the Sunset Spirit, I can understand why your attention was focused more on the fiery eye that hovered in the air in front of you than the book.
It's a squiggly, yeah.
I'm not going to call him that.
You should. That's a really cute name.
That's why I am not going to call him that. It's like how the spirit that destroyed my friend's life was called Father Glowworm. Innocuous. A sense of paternal nature to it, perhaps even a sage, a guiding figure, when in fact he was nothing more than a brutal murderer. It's the names they use. That's how they trick you.
Honestly,
That's how they get
it's called Mr. Squealy because I can't remember his real name all the time, and it's just easier.
The fact that this spirit has not tried to capitalize on that maybe does indicate a lack of deception on its part.
He just wants freedom.
That's what he wants.
He just wants to be free.
I can ask a question, Kyoshi. What was Father Glowworm's purpose? Like, why did they do the thing that they did? I can ask you that.
Revenge. Father Glowworm and Avatar Kurok had a number of incidents. This was about getting back at me. Well, Kurok through me. That's why this was done. Which is why I'm not excited or anxious to have another spirit, potentially with beef, with the Avatar released from a imprisoned state. This is why I'm not so keen on that.
Like, he didn't seem really mad about it, so it seems all good.
Yes.
He seems more happy to be free and just with the sunset. That's
like,
what
he seems happy to just be doing his job once again.
about.
He has purpose.
Exactly. Exactly. Like, imagine if, like, you were a cleaner and you couldn't clean things for millennia, and then you finally got to clean things. You'd be so happy to clean things.
Keeko, you're not there, mate. You're
Maybe
with
that's what
Coase.
he's all about.
I like that you share this from the distance. You're just yelling it out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I kind of thought that, but I was like, am I just wandering back now? I'll wait till you figure that out.
Imagine if he was a cleaner.
I don't know
finally
enough.
got to clean things. You'd be so happy to.
I don't know enough about these primal spirits, these elemental spirits. I don't understand enough about the difference between them. I don't know enough about spirits. This isn't something I thought I would have to deal with after Father Glowworm. I'm going to need to get more information. I need to talk to someone knowledgeable, someone well-versed in the way of the spirits.
Oh, we can go to the air temple that's just up there. I should be allowed back now, so let's go.
No, I already talked to you about that. We can't go back. We talked about that
So
last session.
you told me I'm banned?
No, I said we're both banned.
But I was already banned. Like, but you gave them.
We're like double down now.
Oh, you told them. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yep.
So Jedd, as far as you're aware, Ted went up to the air temple, made a very impassioned speech about how you've been wrongly treated, about how you're in danger. Their fellow Air Nationer is in danger, and he was able to convince 2 people to come and help with that impassioned speech. Those 2 people then were caught up in the explosion that Lilly detonated and assisted in the murder of some people. They are now very cross with that, and they have gone back to report all of that to Seon. Ted has basically decided, well, I'm definitely banished now. So, hey brother, shall we?
What about the statues we returned?
I don't think they're gonna matter.
Did that go smoothly at least?
I don't think you returned the statues, Ted.
Did you actually return them?
I don't think he did.
He did. He definitely did. And he was like, we found that thing at an old temple that we immediately blew up.
Did you leave him on the coffee table on the way out? Like, he just like dropped him there?
I just pegged him. I just pegged him.
Here's some statues that I found.
Here's what I plundered when I was gone. Goodbye.
Yeah. Where'd you find them? Oh, at this temple. What happened to, there's an old temple we can go find? It's gone now. Jedd blew it up.
Yeah, burnt it to the ground.
That's right. That's right.
I was just throwing the boss more, so yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Oh boy, you really fucked him up, didn't you, Ted?
I might just fuck him later too.
What?
I mean Andrew, not.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
Okay.
That's fine. As long as you're both consenting, I'm very happy with that. You watch as Kyoshi kind of like nods and goes, perhaps we should return to the Southern Air Temple. They might know more. I think that's a wise idea. Master Seon, you called him, your current teacher, Ted. Would he be amenable to meeting with us once again? I know we were in a rush last time, but he seemed interested in the story of this sunset spirit and what had happened with the air temple that you discovered. The abandoned pagoda.
I just remembered.
Yeah?
I can't get back up there. I gave away my staff. So I can't get up there. So I guess we'll just have to
You could borrow Jedd's, or Jedd and I could go. There's no reason that it has to be all 3 of us.
Jedd probably shouldn't go.
Well, then could
But
you borrow...
that's his staff. I don't want to take his stuff.
Jedd, would you lend me your staff, please?
Don't you have a staff? Didn't we get you an extra?
Yeah, and she hands her staff to Ted and then goes, would you lend me your staff, please?
Oh, okay.
Problem
As I
solved.
hand it over.
Problem solved.
Oh,
Can we depart? Do you not want to split from the rest of your team? Are you worried about leaving your brother behind?
You know, you should never split up the party.
No, it's fine. We got stuff to do here.
We can travel as a
we'll be
group.
fine.
I'm a proficient earthbender. We'll sail over to the island and I can create a platform to move us up the side. If you're worried about splitting the party, might be good for us to have.
We've got stuff to do here. It's fine.
Okay, let's go.
Just you and me, or would you like to bring the rest of your party? This might be pertinent. If we are not able to find this information quickly enough, I need to be with all of you when the sunset spirit reappears.
What's your opinion on this?
We'll do fine.
Lily, what's your thoughts?
I want to make sure I'm with all
Never
of
really
you.
liked that Ted guy.
Tilla, what's your thoughts on this? Should we all go as a group, or should we?
Tilla's not with you. Tilla's over talking to Keeko, Ko's, Yara.
No, Tilla.
we should totally go together.
What? What, Jedd?
Do you want to go to the air temple or not?
I've never seen an air temple.
yeah.
Is it good?
Maybe see another one instead of this one. The Western Air Temple's a lot more beautiful. This one's a bit scrappy.
It's also a lot further away. I'm happy to see this temple, and then we can go to the
but
Water Tribe.
Kyoshi was already saying that she would like to go to the Western Air Temple.
Perhaps, if there's not information here that's equally important.
So why don't we go up here? If there is information, we can come back down and get everyone. Because there's no point all of you wearing yourself out, bringing everybody up there if there's nothing up there anyway.
Ted, I have raised a mountain from the sea-floor to shatter the Fifth Nation fleet. I can earthbend 4 scrawny teenagers, 2 scrawny grown men, 3 scrawny teenagers up the side of a mountain with very little effort.
Yeah, but like Jedd said, he's got stuff to do anyway.
We're not going tonight. We'll wait for the morning. No, I need to make sure that if the sunset spirit reappears, it appears in front of me with all of you. And I'm not sure who it will come to if the party is split. If you are in 2 groups, I'm not sure where the sunset spirit will reappear.
I'm sure we're not going to be that long up there.
How sure?
I am... Let me roll. 70% sure.
No, because it's 7 out of 12, because it's 2d12.
Do
Okay, well then what's that? Huh?
What was that? Sorry, Andrew?
Do air temples have prisons?
Prisons? No,
Prisons?
do not.
Oh yeah, then you won't be stuck there. You'll just be forced out
be
again.
thrown back off.
Yeah. Just kicked off the mountain again.
You're about 60% sure,
Yeah,
I think,
blasted
roughly,
off the
Ted, if my
cliff.
math is correct.
Okay. 7 out of 12.
No, that's not enough. I'm not risking.
Not a number.
I'm not risking this spirit having access to all of you with me not there. You've already proven that you can't be trusted with this being, this
Well, not
spirit.
me.
All
Not
of
me.
you. I need to make sure
Nah.
that I'm here the next time this spirit reappears.
Look, I'm sure we'll be back.
And I am very sure that if we all go together, I will be with you when the spirit appears. That is a guarantee.
I will
put
take my
certainty.
I will put my 4 gold and my puddle of milk on the line. If we're not back, you can have Jedd's life.
I don't
Bullshit.
really want Jedd's life. I'd much
Yeah, look
rather
at it.
I'd much rather that we stay as a group, and that way I know where you are and where the sunset spirit is going to reappear next sunset. I am
Well,
not.
that gonna
You
make
stay here with everyone, and me and Jedd go up.
Does
And
that mean I
what's
can
to
have my
say
glider
that?
back for tonight?
And what's to say that you both don't return before the sunset spirit comes and appears before you? No, I'm not risking this.
Well, it's definitely coming to Lilly. Let's be real.
We're besties.
They are
See?
besties. Can't you see the bracelets they have made for each other?
This seems really simple. Why do you not want us to go to the air temple, Ted?
I think it might be like too many people up there, and then it might just be a little bit
Ted.
awkward. They might feel like they're under attack.
Ted, the Avatar will be with them. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm not worried about us. I'm worried about them.
They're not going to be worried about a group of you if you're accompanied by me, the Avatar. You're hiding something.
Cocky. Bit cocky.
Yeah, for good fucking reason.
Yeah, well.
Can I have my glider back, please?
Yeah, she hands you back your glider.
Thank you.
Snatches the one back off Ted. Now, be honest and be straight with me. I don't know why you're trying to be evasive with this. It benefits no one. Be
I don't
direct.
think Jedd should be there.
Why?
Because he's been banished.
He'll be with me as a member of my team. I think I have enough sway with the Airbenders to allow him to at least come up with us. If he's not allowed on the temple grounds, then that's their business. But there's no reason that he can't come with us, at least most of the way.
All right, you can wait in the car.
Yeah, basically. You can wait on the gravel.
Okay, fine, we'll go. Let's just go now.
It's the middle of the night. Get some rest. You fought well and you fought hard.
Can I go grab some cheese and meat? Just
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's loads of meat. You just wander over, you watch as Yara looks over and goes, man, you guys are getting fucked up over there by the Avatar.
Shut up.
You're in trouble. What'd you do, huh? How'd you piss off the Avatar, huh? You little bitch.
Did you not see the giant squiggly fucking fire?
Yeah, I saw it. I'm just curious as to what you did to cause this.
Oh, what we did? Yeah, no, yeah. You know when the fire thing happened at the old temple roof? That was it escaping. So yeah, you're a part of this too.
You watch as Yara looks around, Kyo just shakes her head and goes, no, we did not go down. Oh no, we did go down into this.
One of them was down there with us. I'm pretty sure it was Kyo.
It was Kyo.
Kyo knew all about this. Kyo knows that spirit as much as we do.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing Jedd angrily making a charcuterie board.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Cheese and biscuits, angrily piling it onto
Slicing.
like a wooden platter. Just
Like a massive slice of prosciutto from like this chicken pig picking. So it cuts this massive slice. You're a vegetarian as he carves a massive slice of cabbage.
No, I'm not. Not
Cheese would be
anymore.
okay. Cheese would be okay. Cheese would be fine. Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. So you've sort of opened up your diet to fish and meat as well.
Diet, yeah.
Fair. You just start like tearing and you watch as Coz looks and goes, for
It's
some
just
reason
easier.
it's just unusual. It makes me feel uncomfortable seeing an airbender just demolish meat like that. You should come back. We could make you a really nice thick cut of otter seal. When you get that perfect caramelized fat around the edge. Oh.
Does sound nice.
You wrap it in layers of kelp. You steam it over a hot
Maybe
fire.
if we're ever allowed back in the water tribe, we'll try it.
Well, that is a good point. Kyo, we were talking about this just before, actually. Kyo's got a plan to get us back in. Just Kyo nods, takes a gentle sip of some tea that she's been brewing, goes, yeah, we're going to threaten them.
Fine. Okay. Cool.
Well, think about it. Think about it. No one had any idea that Sonak had run off with the Fifth Nation. His father was clearly keeping this information suppressed, and he doesn't want it getting out.
I thought people did know.
Oh, it was rumor, but it's not confirmed. Sonak, would you be happy to share all the things you've done with the Fifth Nation? You watch as Sonak sort of looks and goes, no, not happy about it. No, I wouldn't be happy about it. But if it's how I get my dad to listen and to get him back under control, then yeah, I guess I'm happy to threaten that. I guess is the yes. Which is Kyo nods. Yeah, we're going to threaten him. That's my plan.
Did we just basically threaten a government by going to a current affair?
Kind of.
Yeah, literally. Literally what's going on here.
We're
Kind
gonna
of.
go to the
He is the-
media.
He's
Yeah.
the dodgy tradie right now.
Yeah. Here's my plan. We are going to threaten the chief and tell him that we will reveal everything his son was involved in, the scandal. His family will be... he will not be the chief of the tribe for much longer, and I know what he cares about most is that Sonak succeeds him, that his son succeeds him as chief, and that will never happen if people find out that Sonak was an active member of the Fifth Nation, working with Admiral Kong. I'm willing to keep this information
Good
under
point.
wraps. As long as the chieftain listens to what we have to say. So yes, I'm going to threaten him, is my plan.
Okay. I guess we back you.
This could be a really good ongoing blackmail operation anytime we need something.
We can't push it
I
too
feel
far. There will be a
less-
point where it is not worth whatever we are asking. At that point, cards play and we find ourselves with the losing hands. The trick with blackmail is not to ask too much. You want to keep it so that it is far easier, far more convenient, far less stressful to go with the demands that you are making. You watch as Q says this, pauses, realizes that she's just gone through this. That's what I've heard anyway, so there's no need to... We're going to keep it...
I'm sort of hearing this and sort of like out of my stupor of thinking about the ship. Like, Q, do you think that chasing the Fifth Nation and learning that their tactics are so long, I don't suppose it's rubbed off on you, has it?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I am good at chasing pirates and hunting pirates
Mm-hmm.
for that reason. I was not always a pirate hunter. Let me put it that way. But do you think people deserve a second chance, Keeko, to make better decisions?
I most certainly do. I
Which
helped
is-
a man get a second chance today. I'm just saying that blackmail and swindling people to your point of view
Is very
something
effective.
very familiar with. I'm just putting it out there like that. I'm on board, Captain, as I put my hand up to my forehead in salute. I'm on board with this decision, Captain.
I feel like
It's very familiar.
Keeko is missing that little voice in his head that's telling him to stop talking.
Hey, just so you know,
It does
that
not.
little
It
voice
does
in your
not
head.
exist. Does not exist.
You watch as
The
Q
voice
and
of
Yara
reason, some call it.
share a little look as you say this, Keeko. All I am doing is merely helping the chief come to the right decision for everybody. Would that be fair to say?
I agree. I 100% agree.
Sometimes,
The way we do it.
sometimes when the scales are out of balance, you need to push to get them at the right spots. And that is all we are doing. When the scales of justice are imbalanced in the beginning, you need a hand to help them. And that is all we are providing.
100% agree. When the scales of justice are imbalanced, they just need a little push. I agree.
Keeko does always say that.
I love how I've inadvertently now set up Brandon's next. Like, corruption is good. Corruption is good in character.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like she's agreeing with me, whether she knows it or not. She's just letting me know that, yeah, Fifth Nation tactics, they were reasonable. Exactly right. That's how I'm taking this.
That's
That's
how.
one way to take it.
That's what Keeko hears and what Keeko takes on board. Q kind of nods. Yara leans back in towards you, Jedd. Yeah, so what? You're in trouble with the Avatar because you let loose some sort of like what unimaginable fiery horror upon us all.
Yeah, and he
Cool.
knows your face
Why does he know my face?
because he saw you as he left.
But
You were part of the group.
But shouldn't I be in good standing with him for that? Because I was there when he got set free.
Who knows?
What do you mean?
honestly.
What do you? Hang on, no. Hang
Anyway,
on.
I gotta go. I gotta sort of think some stuff out. So as I glide and just
Excuse me.
fly
No.
off.
We've got to have a bit of a talk about this. You stole from me as you like just take off. Perfect. Is there anything else that you would do before you take your long rest, before you settle down for the night?
Just glide around. Yeah,
Cool.
Just glide.
Just glide. I need to think. Just
Jedd, could you
space.
roll a push your luck for me while you glide around in the dark?
Oh,
Okay.
get eaten by man bat.
Oh no! You
That a
suck
7?
dry on the
No, that's
beach.
Jedd. to be fair, Manbat is an airbender who dresses up as a bat. It's not like a.
Ah.
He's not Mothman. 9.
Oh, we
Success
don't-
with
we don't know.
consequences.
He's
I was
an
hoping to suck him dry like a chupacabra.
Ooh, why were you hoping? I think there's another character who you could get to do that for you. As you take off into the night sky, Jedd, the darkness closing in around you, the lights, the pinprick, the stars above, glowing, casting a soft glow. You can see the moon now high above the sky, currently shrinking from the looks of things, close to being a new moon as it shrinks right down, waning. For a moment, Jedd, you catch movement out of the corner of your eye. The light cast from the moon, almost reflecting off or not reflecting, but like shining off of a large dark shape over near one of the smaller islands near the Southern Air Temple, the large peninsula that the Southern Air Temple is located on top of the mountain range that rises high above this peninsula. Catch a large dark shape moving through the night. There 1 second, gone the next, up around that edge of the island. For podcast listeners, Andrew is currently balancing the scales of curiosity to see whether or not he goes and investigates Manbat.
You're right. I do go closer and investigate.
Just quickly,
right.
Andrew, this is an audio podcast. So
I know.
you can't just do
As opposed
He uses maneuvering.
to an olfactory podcast, like when you smell it as you fly.
I'm gonna swam
Thank you.
over towards it.
You don't have
This is a
maneuvering. What the? Whoa, you don't have
scratch
maneuvering.
podcast.
Fuck off. No,
Oh,
you can't
shit,
use
I'm
those. You don't have
sorry.
maneuvering. You need
If you
maneuvering for that.
scratch your screen of your smart device right now, you will smell exactly what we smell. So
It smells like burnt toast, if you're wondering.
that's called a stroke. If you smell almond, run.
I'm definitely having one.
Or it's just toast burning. Let's not get too carried away, guys. Occam's razor. Sometimes when you smell toast burning, it's because toast is burning. I don't want to be the one to rain on your parade, but as you begin to fly closer, Jedd, as you down low over the ocean, whoosh up again, as you fly towards that area of the island. There's no sign of any movement or motion anymore. And then a moment later, you hear the sound of cloth rustling above you as suddenly a weight drops onto the top of your kite, causing you to plummet and spin out of the air. As you drop towards the forest below, could I get you to please roll me skills and training to try and grab on using your... Well, actually, yeah, you tell me what you want to do. How do you want to get out of this sudden free fall as something lands on the top of your kite?
Thundering gust. No.
Straight up, propelling you into the ground and instantly killing you. As you thundering gust straight up.
Kamikaze. Yeah, I think I'll just try to skills and training, just try to balance out the weight again, and at least glide down, not try to make too much of a crash.
Perfect.
And try to survive. 12.
12, full success. The cushion of air you create underneath you, immediately the updraft catches the wings of your glider, causing you to spin and twist in the air. Not even preventing you from falling, you turn it into a full-on recovery roll as you spin around underneath and come back up on top of this figure. You can see someone dressed in long dark robes, a glider not too dissimilar from yours, but with segments cut out to resemble the shape of bat wings, all painted in this dark black. And as you do that, you hear the figure go, "Oh shit," as you spin around and fly up on top of them, and then close their glider and just drop out of the sky down into the forest below.
How am I going to explain this to people? What the hell just happened? As I just sort of just glide back. Like I'll just go back at this point because it's just too weird.
Perfect, yeah. As you get back to the rest of the group, I'd say at this point, as you all settle down for your long rest, Jedd, do you share this experience with anyone or just land, go to bed?
I think I'll share it with Lilly.
Okay, because Lilly had mentioned something about a person who beat up some pirates inland, yeah.
Yeah. Lilly, this guy, while I was flying, sort of tried to jump me, I guess? And then when I saw him and he had a glider that was sort of shaped like a bat.
Oh, did he have a really deep, gravelly voice?
Yeah, it was almost like a Nick Cage sort of person. If you know who Nick Cage is. He's a famous player. He does a lot of plays.
Embark plays. Great. Yeah.
Can you
a deep Nick Cage?
Can you emulate his voice for me?
No, I can't do it. It's not in my abilities.
That's a shame.
Yes, and Andrew.
You can have it. You can do it.
Come on. Where is it? Where's your voice? Where's your voice? Swear to me.
Like he had like this, like it was like a weird bat thing. Like it was really weird. I'm not sure how to explain it.
I'm like a man bat chasing airbenders. I wouldn't know what to do with it if I caught it.
Can you say Martha?
Martha. So fucking tough.
Say Martha, but then say it like
Mother. Like mother, but like
Where is she?
Where is she? It's so fucking tough.
So yeah, like, is this like? Should we be worried about this or like?
Look, it sounds pretty similar to the guy that we ran into. He seems, I wouldn't say harmless. I would say
You watched him break someone's arm.
Delusional?
Like, harmless is not the word I would use.
he thinks that he can strike fear into the people around him, and he's everywhere all at once, and
Oh,
all that kind of
definitely.
weird shit.
everywhere all at once. You hear from bushes.
Oh shit, he's right
behind
there.
you. No.
That's the voice.
You don't hear that, obviously.
I don't know. I think he's some kind of weird, like I'm pretty sure Airbenders are meant to like be all spiritual and wooey, but obviously you guys aren't. But he's like worse than you guys. He's like a vigilante or something. So as long as I guess we don't do anything bad, he won't hurt us.
Like murder a
Which is
bunch of people
probably-
on a beach.
Yeah, it's probably easier for you guys to not get hurt by him than me. But I'm assuming he wouldn't hurt me because I'm a child. Maybe? I don't know. But he's a bit weird.
So we should be worried about the murder we just committed.
I don't think you need to be, because he was targeting the Fifth Nation and Yellownecks.
Oh,
So he probably
awesome.
thinks that we did a good thing more than anything.
Should we also dress up as bats next time we see him?
I definitely think those of us who are part of the Flying Opera Company should do bats on their faces as like a sigil. Next time we
Totally
see
thing is, right,
we
you've
should
never-
totally bring
very
this up with them.
interesting.
You've never heard of a bat before. Wolf bat, yeah, for sure. But a bat? That just sounds fucking weird.
Okay,
Bat. What even is a
wolf
bat?
then.
Wolf bat, yeah.
It's a
It's
fruit
Avatar.
bat.
It's Avatar. Fruit bat. Just a pineapple with wings.
A bat mantis.
Mm,
Praying mantis, but with bat wings.
that's horrifying. Well done.
Yeah. I don't know why my mind always goes to praying
And
mantis
then,
when
like,
I'm trying to think of
the
something
bat-
horrifying.
The bat mouth and the praying mantis mandibles, like pulling things into the little bat teeth, those little needle teeth. Oh, that's horrifying.
No, I hate that.
Haunt your
Remember during our
dreams.
Q&A session,
No,
the
it's
only
not.
thing I could think of was praying mantis, and
That's
I
right.
made something out of that then too. Yeah, don't know. That's just the creepiest thing to me.
Spider
Anyway,
What's that like? Is it like a scorpion or a spider that has the giant front arms?
It's a
Like,
whip spider, I think it's called. It's
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's called a whip spider.
Maybe
That's
the-
one that like
with bat wings.
frozen net to capture its prey. That spider.
Yes, it is a whip spider, the one that has those almost like precursor scorpion claws.
Yeah.
We have 4 different species in Australia.
we have a
I
lot
did
of
not
cool
ne-
stuff that kills.
I did not
Australia.
need to know that.
They're not. They're
Oh,
not.
that
They
looks
don't. They don't.
cool.
Yeah, they're cool, aren't they?
Yeah, I know. I know that, but I just don't. They're
Did
horrifying.
you guys hear about the new spider in Newcastle, the big boy?
No.
No.
Big boy.
Like,
Is
it's like
that his
the-
actual name?
New spider just dropped. Please.
how
think
how
it's
do I
like
opt
the
into this
biggest-
DLC?
I think it's like the biggest funnel web spider ever to
Oh,
exist or something.
Funnel webs are not fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Newcastle
No.
spider found.
Ooh, his name's Hemsworth.
Funnel web.
Biggest ever male funnel web spider nicknamed Big Boy.
Big boy. Look, Australians are not very inventive when it comes to naming
Come
shit.
visit me in Newcastle, guys. We'll go find a giant spider.
I think on that note, that is where we'll wrap up for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. That is perfect timing. We will come back next session as the team head up towards the Southern Air Temple, which can only go well for Ted and Jedd.
Who will be missing next week?
The flower
Tuning to
pot
find
men.
out.
It'll be me because I'm sick of it.
No, but that's why you want to come. Bree, this is the episode where they get their fucking karma.
I know, but oh
Yes.
my.
Yeah, Andrew's gonna get some.
I just
know.
stand there being
I'm just gonna rock up and be like stoned. I
Is
don't
that the
even know
name
what
of the
I've done.
episode? 2 boys, 1 airbender master. We just doesn't sound good, does it?
My
Thank you so much
master's
for
dead.
joining us, everybody. I hope you have had fun with Avatar. I know I have. It will be a very spicy episode next. I'm looking forward to seeing how Ted and Jedd talk their way out of this bullshit with the Air Nation.
I don't think there is. I don't think there's a way to talk out of this.
There's not, no. Remember, if you're watching this on YouTube, please hit the like button. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit this, subscribe. It really, really helps us out. Helps us make the really cool quality content. Helps us make the really cool helps us make the content that we make and provide to you each and every week. Helps us make the content that we all enjoy each and every week. If you're listening to this on the podcast, I believe there's always some version of follow or like, whatever it is, just do it. It really helps us out. Please do. For those of you who are watching us on Twitch, don't go anywhere. We are going to go and raid a lovely channel. It looks like D&D Live Presents are doing a mini painting podcast. That could be kind of fun. Let's see who else we've got around. It'd be cool to bring across to actually do a someone's actually doing a D&D campaign. Let's go. Why is this person in RPG if they're doing Assassin's Creed? That's a weird choice. I don't understand something. They're very, very wrong area.
The white scars are fierce warriors who strike like lightning.
What was that?
I thought you were going to say the whites are weird.
The white scars are fierce warriors who strike like lightning.
There you go. Oh, there's a group doing Rime the Frost Maiden. Let's go. Let's go.
40K. I know, yeah.
Of course
the
he is.
scars. Yeah.
Let's
They're the
go.
dudes in the bikes.
Let's go jump in with Mimicloaf. They're doing a Rime of the Frost Maiden campaign. That looks excellent. I will tee up that raid. Thank you so much, everybody. Stay safe. Stay well. We will see you all again in the next one. Until then, see you later. Goodbye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, spirits.
Bye.